Good to see you. Spare a coin, you got it, fam. Just one coin, he says. Here you go, bud. I mean, let's be honest, dude. I kind of am the 1% because I got motherfucking 45,000 bling blongs on my ass right now, so I think we can probably spare a couple coinages for these lads and ladies. But yes, here we are still in Anvil. Here we are in sunny Anvil. Everything's gray and rainy and sad and pissed off. My kind of weather. I like weather like this. It frustrates Gracie to no end because she loves going outside on hikes. She loves nice, bright, sunny weather. I listen to Alice in Chains. I like grungy, sad, pissed off, gray weather. And we got some of that coming with fall. Autumn will be here. I guess it's actually technically already here, maybe. So we have, the trees and plants around us are going to start wilting and being sad, and everything's going to be very Halloween-y and spooky. I fucking love it, dude. Dude just says, I lived in Seattle. And that's a fair point, too. I like it because we get it sparingly here in the Midwest. But yeah, if I had it constantly on the Northwest coast, I might get sick of it, dude. It might be too much of it, for me at least, a good thing. Because, yeah, when it's just constant, then I can see it being like a legitimate bummer. Like, this is just making me sad, dude. Goddamn. This makes me want to take naps all fucking day. But I like that. I like the cozy weather. My good friend Void, who pops in the chat sometimes, he's got some health stuff he's been dealing with, unfortunately, so he's had a bit of a rough time lately. But he always likes to say, whenever it's raining really badly, like it's raining and storming, he'll be like, this is good staying inside and playing video games weather. However, he also says when it's bright and sunny and it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit and it's perfect weather outside, he'll say, perfect weather for staying inside and playing video games. So it's like, Void, I like your style. Always gets me. So last time we looked in Dunbarrow Cave, Deep Scorn Hollow is it's by Leowind, never mind. I think what we will do, we have this Crowhaven thingamajig. We have that to do. There's the Nirnroot, which is constant, obviously. I'm thinking what we'll probably do, this one is also in Leowind. We've got a number of Leowind things, obviously. We can always go back to Cheydinhal for Dark Brotherhood stuffs. This one requires us to sleep in the inn overnight, which would mean that we would need to level afterwards. So I would rather do that maybe like later on. Same with Where the Spirits Have Leased. We need to sleep for that one as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably start with the gate, with the Oblivion Gate. Let's do that. Do I need to repair anything? I don't think that I do. Do a quick double check. I think my inventory is fairly cleared out. Yep, nothing to repair, so we're all set there. Hot Elder Scrolls Lord. Oh, interesting Gundam guy. I'd be curious to know like the depths of the debate. Although unless it's like super laden with spoilers, then I would hold off. But if there's like interesting things worth sharing, I'd be curious to hear it. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Dude knows that I'm literally always down to clown when it comes to Morrowind quotes and references. You might think, like, after years and years, like, oh, Alex doesn't want to talk about Morrowind. He's sick of talking about Morrowind. He hates it. Could not be further from the truth. I will always throw down with Morrowind memes and lore and goofiness and shenanigans. Like, I'm a proud Midwesterner, and I grew up in Illinois, and Illinois is known for many things, and in Southern Illinois, we're known for many things in particular, and by many things, I mostly mean corn. We're known for corn. Hardcore corn. And I was talking to Gracie about this not too long ago, because we were making a dish that she made some corn on the cob as a side, and we had corn on the cob like 2 days prior, and she was like, oh, you're probably sick of corn by now, aren't you? And I was like, you do not, like, I was like, woman, do not underestimate the depravity that I will like subject myself to for a chance at consuming more corn. I'm always down for corn, and I'm always down for Morrowind. Corn-o-wind. Bring Wraithguard. I have need of it. I know, my Dagoth voice needs some work, but And I need some more practice. Also confirmed that this Oblivion Gate right here is not the... Well, okay, it is the closest one, but it's not the only one. They have another one nipping at their testicles right here. So, in fact, this one is closer to the castle, so that's a little scary, right? You'd think they'd be equally concerned with this one. Maybe they will be. Maybe when we close this one, they're gonna be like, oh, hey, there's another one over here, motherfucker. You gotta get that one, too. God damn. Chips and salsa. Oh my god, Johnson. A woman after my own heart. I love me some chips and salsa. That's my favorite. That's my top tier snack. If I had to take one snack with me into the gates of Oblivion, it would be chips and salsa. Although I tend to go for like more neutral chips as like the chip, and then the salsa, I like the spicy salsa. Because I find if I have like Doritos, which are usually like pretty seasoned, if I have a thing that has too much seasoning, it kind of sometimes clashes a little bit with the salsa. But chips and salsa, mwah, chef's kiss, delicioso. Love it, love it. How much salsa would you have to be? I've had that exact thought, Johnson. There have been times where it's like I would have a light breakfast, then a light lunch, and then a light dinner, and then at like midnight I'm fucking starving because I just haven't had a lot of calories that day. Like I've had nutrients obviously, but like my body is like, Alex, I need more. So I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna eat some chips and salsa, and I'm gonna pretend, I'm gonna lie to myself and say, well, Alex, you see Alex, corn is a vegetable, and these tortilla chips, these corn chips, it's in the name, corn chip. 100% vegetable. Salsa, blended fruits and vegetables. Tomatoes, technically fruits. Then you get peppers, you get onions, delicious. And you're pretty much eating a salad, really. You're pretty much eating a fruit and veggie salad. Boomst. Boomst would... Oh, it's you. It's you. There's 3 of you assholes. Who fucking brought the fucking bro squad out here? Good lord. Gotta fight 3 of these motherfuckers? These spinning whirligigs? This is not gonna be fun for Alex. If your name is Alex and you're fighting 3 Storm Atronox, you're not gonna have a very fun time. Need you guys to group up a little bit more? Like I'm directing a photo shoot. Could you guys group up a little bit more? Trying to get everyone's likeness. Oh, Jesus! Ah! The problem is I can't use my usual lightning bolt spell here because they don't give a shit about lightning. So this is kind of fucky, actually. Kind of fucky and kind of sucky, actually. Got some normal ones as well for the salsa. Oh wait, you saying you get tortilla chip or like Doritos as like one salad chip, and then you also have like plain corn chips for like the salsa. So you're dual wielding chip variants, which is honestly gigantic brain, Johnson. The kinds of religions and the divines, and yes, which when things haven't been done for mortals. Yeah, we've actually heard NPCs say that exact thing. They've been like, what the fuck have the 9 divines done? Daedra do things, not always good things, but they do things. What the fuck do the 9 divines do? It's like that's a frequent thing we hear sometimes in this game. 12 packs of frozen burritos. That is impressive, dude. Holy moly. Duty Dead says, I fucking destroyed those motherfuckers. They didn't stand a chance. 2 separate snacks. Yeah, 2 separate snacks, which I respect. I respect that. Because, I mean, I love Doritos. I love lots of crunchy snack chip things, but... and I usually don't dual wield, but the fact that you've prestige into dual wielding, Johnson, is highly respectable. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to equip my lesser fire spell. Enemies Explode is a great fire spell. And, well, I mean, the problem here is that it's very good at like with the fact that it's such a good range. Maybe I'll try it maybe just one more time as long as they stick together like this. Ooh. As long as they stick together, and they're currently not sticking together. Try to squeeze one more casting. Don't want to backpedal for too long. The good news is I don't think they get their health back. Ouch. Jesus. I mean, now I'm struggling just to fight one of them, actually. And so I think it's Firestorm. 50 points, does that sound right? On target. Heat blast is 70 points. There we go. So confirm that, yeah, they definitely don't get their health back. They definitely stay getting hecked. Oh god. I'm pretty low on health. I might just have to pussy out here and just throw spells. As much as I enjoy... I'm gonna drink one more health potion. As much as I enjoy trying to raise my melee stat, I think I'll play it safe and just lean on my spells for this one. Alright, now I'll go in. Now that I'm in the safety zone, now I'll go in for the last hit there. Dude, 3 of these motherfuckers is scary. Good golly. I'm not surprised that 3 of these motherfuckers is scary, but goddamn. 3 Storm Atronox is a fucking nightmare. I think it's because, yeah, I can't rely on my usual tricks. I have to get fancy schmancy. Dude, Dad said that was almost nearly 4,000 calories. All before bedtime. It sounds, like I said, I'm impressed by it. But at the same time, though, yeah, I'm sure that was a lot. I probably, if I had a meal that large before bed, I would not sleep well. I would have a digestion adventure happening inside of my belly. Oh, what the food fucking brought this jabroni? Or jabronette. It's a lady jabroni. Jesus, they're just throwing everybody out here. Motherfucking Daedrus. Ouch! Oh my god. I wonder, like, is this a problem? Like, is this a glitch? Oh god. Getting stun locked. Because I didn't think they were just gonna spawn things infinitely, but things keep happening out here. That's gonna be a problem. It's making me a little bit worried. And I can kill these things eventually, but it's gonna take some time. I am lacking pretty much all potions, all kinds of potions. I mean, of course, we have some rainy day potions that I might need to dip into. I was gonna say he's gonna block most of that shit, isn't he? Ouch. Jesus, more clan fears. Yeah, this is a problem. If they're just gonna spawn an infinite number of enemies, the problem is I'm gonna have to deal with them when I exit. We just killed his own homie. That's actually fine by me. Oh, unless he summoned him. Maybe he summoned him then. Right, he's out of there. Just you and me, motherfucker. Oh, are we gonna have a standoff? Are you gonna let me heal? A bold but foolish notion. No one else is coming out of that portal, right? Yeah, maybe he was summoning them, actually. That would make me feel a little bit better. Alright, I'm healed enough and up. Healed up enough. Let's fucking roll. Let's fucking dance. Yeah, get stun locked, motherfucker. Doesn't feel very good, does it? I don't like getting stun locked either. Ouch. Okay, he actually was kind of a pansy. He was probably the least threatening out of all of them. Look at his little feet sticking up like that. What the hell? Jesus, that was scary. I've never seen that many enemies come from a single Oblivion Gate. Oh, look at that. It's got... like, so it's a rectangle right now. Then I get closer, then it circles, then it ovulates. It ovulates. It's ovulating. The Oblivion Gate is ovulating. It's about to give birth, or it's fertile. Fertile for insemination. It's an in-character. Oh, interesting, Gundam guy. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Oh, Crohn's disease. Yeah, one of my high school buddies has Crohn's disease, and yeah, he's mentioned similar things. Doo-doo dad. He's talked about how it's at times miserable, but he's like, oh, there's some okay perks to it. Doesn't make the sometimes it makes the shit spicy. Yeah. IBS. Yeah, I thankfully I do not have IBS, but I have some friends that have experienced it in the past, or I guess currently have it. I guess it's not something that goes away. And yeah, they've described it as yes, spicy. That is a word that they have used to describe it. But man, I guess these Oblivion Gates might just overall like get more and more well enforced if we're fighting that many enemies emerging from gates like that. Like that was crazy. Usually we get 3 or 4 enemies and that's it, but that was a shocking number. Unless those Stormy Trinox were just in the wild. Thump. Like how we just toppled over like a statue. Unless some of those were just in the wild and just happened to be around the gate and didn't spawn from the gate proper. Bonk. Give me them silk and them spider eggs, or whatever the second thing is. Daedra, what was the other thing? Daedra silk and Daedra venin. I'm gonna guess it's spider eggs. I'm guessing that I'm reaching into her nether spider regions and acquiring the eggs. Make some spider egg caviar. Sometimes it's awful. Yeah, that's basically how it's been described to me. Is that it's that usually it's all right, sometimes it's awful, but other times it's just all right. This spussy, this spider, this spussy got me acting up. The spider-ussy. All right, I'll confess to you, dear viewer, the word caviar has been ruined for me because I was watching. There's a streamer, I can't remember exactly who it was, but I was watching a streamer do, he was playing through Ocarina of Time. Specifically, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It was the 3DS version. Or at least, I think he was actually playing it through an emulator, but he was using like a hack, excuse me, a hack that let him get the higher resolution textures that you see in the 3DS version, but on emulator form. So it's like it was the 3DS version, but without the 3DS motion of it, but you had the 3DS presentation. So nicer textures, newer character models, etc., etc. And he got to the part where you meet Princess Ruto as an adult. Because of course as we all know, you meet Princess Ruto in the, what's it called? In the, in the what's it called? Everyone knows the what's it called. In the Zora Fountain as a child, and she is a child along with you. And it's wholesome and cute, and she hates you at first, or she's annoyed by you at first, but then she grows fond of your boyish charms. And then you meet her as an adult, and she is an adult. And it's kind of a reveal, because it's like, oh, she has grown up in a few ways. And the chat, this is a fairly popular streamer that I was watching, and the chat reacted as you might expect. The chat got a little horned on adult Princess Ruto's, how we say, presentation on her character design as an adult, and the streamer is like, chat, please calm your titties, chat, like, please, don't embarrass yourself. And he called out one particular chat member who said, streamer, suck out her caviar. And I was like, oh my, that is very cursed. So now, whenever I think of the Spider-Russy, and any kind of like Rule 34 of a monster that has eggs, I think suck out her caviar. That's what I think. And now, I pass the savings on to you, dear viewer. I pass the cursingness onto you. So now you have this forbidden knowledge that you did not want. And you might think, what do I do with this pain, Alex? Why have you cursed me so? What you do with this pain is you spread it to others. Because by spreading it to others, it lessens your pain. It's like a really good pun. A really good, which is to say really bad, pun hurts to hear and hurts to see. But you know what makes it hurt less? Spreading it onto others. So that's how you do it, baby. Ruined forever, says Dude Dead, says Alex. Can you please unhear these words for me? I can do no such thing, Dude Dead. What I can do is offer you the advice of, I need you to spread this virus. I need you to be... I'm patient zero, okay? Or I guess that stream was patient zero, but for our intents and purposes, I am patient zero, and I've infected you with this brain virus. And the only way to relieve the symptoms is by spreading it to your friends and family and loved ones, and priests and rabbis and grandchildren, and anyone who will listen, and anybody who won't listen. Just shout it from the mountaintops. Damage strength, mithril helmet. I'll take the gold. What do these monsters do with all this gold? I mean, they obviously have like little egg sacs, little fleshy sac pods that they you know, tie up to spires and nail to walls and shit. But like, what's the point? Are they hoping to like nest some little like gold and flawed pearled spider gremlins that will hatch? I guess it'd be one thing if there was like meat and like human morsels and like proteins that would then be used to like feed other creatures, but otherwise I have no idea. Look at this fucking dude. Oh, look at this fucking, look at this guy. Who fucking brought this guy in here? Who are you fooling? No, nobody, Mr. I wield a two-handed weapon with one hand because I think I'm so cool. Fucking no shirt, no pants, heaven motherfucker. Daedric battle axe, by the way, that's pretty sick. Probably like, that's probably one of the best like on a per swing basis. That's probably one of the highest damage dealing things in the game that's unenchanted at least. If you had like a really good blunt skill, that is. Like if you had a level 100 blade skill and a level 100 blunt skill, this would probably do more damage per swing. But we have a shitty blunt skill. CFG1, yeah, you would get summarily fucking ejected from the premises. For good reason. For good reason. Fucking Christ, yeah. Yeah, ZFG. I actually haven't watched that guy in a while. I wonder what... I'm assuming he's still very much mainlining Zelda. Oof. Look at all the blobs of Atronach nuggets that are falling around. It's kind of fun watching the physics of how these things are all related and they're all like entwined amongst each other, but they're also not related. So like you can see this thing is schmoving and somehow they're all like vibrating a little bit. And look at that, like it's trying to reconnect with itself, sort of, but not fully, just sort of. Especially this piece. This piece is like trying really hard to find some semblance of itself. Nope, not that one. Yep. I guess I could probably telekinesis. Actually, I probably couldn't. I don't think I could reach with that telekinesis. Never mind. I've checked 2 of them, but I think there's a 3rd one I'm missing. Got that one. If I'm really tricky, I might be able to get them both, actually. I have superior air control. Whoop, whoop. Okay, not quite. Ooh. Suck out her caviar. Can you believe that shit? Some fucking human person came up with that shit and typed it into a Twitch chat. Like some human individual with a presumably functioning brain and digestive system made those words into a sentence and typed it into a Twitch chat. On my Christian Twitch chat. Here it is. Oh. Fucking nutty, dude. But the problem is I also laughed. I also thought it was very funny, so it was one of those like it's so fucked up it's funny kind of things. Fully functioning brain. Johnson, I have observed evidence that your brain is quite functional. Which is how, you know, which is I'm seeing evidence of this right now. Or talking about dude. No, it was the retelling of the cursed caviar related story that I shared that will haunt me to my dying day. The great thing about playing Oblivion is that you get to play with your food, you get to play with corpses. So what if I do this? And what I want to do is I want to put his face over one of these holes so I can piss on it. No, so I can, because the spikes can come up and like puncture his face. But it's hard to there we go. That's probably good enough, right? Dude, dad says I am forever traumatized. All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes. And go. And oh, there it goes. Sorry. Now we get to watch this happen. Oh, it's gonna go up his butt. No, I didn't want to go up the booty. Oh! Okay, it's fine. His booty was spared. I didn't. It's like, you know, that guy's, you know, fuck that guy. But you know, some dignity for the dead, right? Like I didn't want to just fucking impregnate this man's booty hole with a spike like that. That's just not cool. So, I was specifically wanting to avoid the booty, but physics and gravity had other ideas, apparently. Speaking of physics and gravity, this guy's just forever on fire. Forever. Permanently on fire. Doo-doo equals poo. Oh, it's because Doo-doo was traumatized by that sentence. That's why Doo-doo is seeking therapy. Is that brutal takedown that was just issued. There's a person. Brood cage. Can I, like, inspect the person? Like a fully formed human person, not even a skeleton. Look how slowly he falls. And then there's a piece of that dude, of that H-Nox arm that's just physicsing out on the side there. Anyway. So this was just to free that prisoner, aka dead body. Free the dead body. Stop seeing one-on-one patients. Oh, then yeah, then COVID probably contributed to that too, not of being unable to physically see a therapist. Yeah, physically go to an appointment, that kind of thing. And then heads, or HEDS. I'll confess, I don't know what HEDS would be, actually. I run out of ways saying I'm lazy. Well, I mean, getting diagnosed with stuff sounds like a, you know, a pretty valid reason to, you know, be limited and that kind of stuff. He was a Mythic Dawn guard. He had some poison resist shirt and 3 gold. So all that for his shirt, or no, his pants. I stole his pants and his 3 gold, and that's it. This whole, oh, and some potions in the flesh sacks, the flesh saxophone, flesh sacks. That was it. That's all it was. I was kind of hoping there'd be a little bit more to that, but quick and dirty, just the way I like it. Woo. Yeah, Duty Dad says I won't share that with others. I wouldn't traumatize a therapist with and have them need therapy with something that cursed. This fucking guy. You see this fucking guy? With his, I don't know where this strawberry jam came from. Oh, maybe it came from here. The nether tunnels. Bitches don't know about my nether tunnels. What's wrong? Get a little closer. Can I get you from here? He can hit me, so I can hit him. If you're cold, they're cold. If they're... It's like, yeah, it's like, if they're hot, if they're too warm, you're too warm. Or if you're too warm, they're too warm. If they're covered in, smothered in a hellish landscape surrounded by lava, so are they. Then bring them in. Don't leave them outside where the lava trenches can get them, and the demons and Atronox can reach them. Offer things for free, perhaps. Yeah, maybe they get employee discounts. Healed up as I can be, I think. Time to explore the nether regions. Nether regions? No, I'm sorry. 8 tunnels, what the hell? I thought this was the nether... Oh, nether tunnels to the hate tunnels. I'm getting my nether regions mixed up, apparently. The hate tunnels, the nether tunnels. I think nether tunnels sounds more fun, because it sounds like it could be nether regions. Which, Spidussy, time to slurp out her caviar. Gross. These, like, graves? These little mounds? That wouldn't really make sense. I don't think they would care enough to... for the bodies there. Harvesting. Ah, she already saw me. She heard the fucking... My fucked up comment from earlier, so that sealed the deal. You like lightning? I like lightning. Let's be BFFs. BFFs forever. Yeah, like when you get paralyzed, you just go static, like a statue, and then just topple over. Speed is damaged. Your shit-ass face has been damaged. Try to distract me with your spider boobs, woman. Your spider boob charms have no power here. You fucked me up, kind of, a little bit. Suck the silk from her butt tunnel. That's a fucking keeper, doo-doo. Holy moly. That's a goddamn keeper right there. Holy shit. Okay, I don't have a cursor. I need to do something really quick. I don't have a mouse cursor right now, so I gotta quit the game and relaunch. That's a good one. I need to save this for posterity. Posteriority. Dad. And it is added. We've saved it forever. It shall be immortalized in the annals of history. The annals of the annals of history. It was the butt. Yeah, it was butts. The butt tunnels. So, yeah, so I missed part of the conversation. Suck the silk from her butt tunnels. That's a good one. I'm remembering that one. It's like dental floss. You just slurp it out and then you use that to get the gaps in between the teethers. What's up, Ogal? So we're talking about slurping silk from butt tunnels, so you came at the right time. You've arrived at the perfect time. Dude, your dad says I'm honored. Some streamers do quote of the day, like where they, they highlight a chat message as being particularly memorable and have it on display. But I just use a quote system so that there could be multiple quotes in one day. Quotes of the day in one day. Are we pork and spiders? Alright, so what happened, Ogasso, I can explain, is there are these spider Daedra ladies that have, there's nothing about them that is, weird or noteworthy or eye-catching in any shape or form. Nothing about them could be anywhere near construed as sexual or alluring at all. No way, no how. Definitely no spider-ussy fantasies here. Anyway, moving on, not to dwell on this, but yes, the subject came up, and we're in the hate. I thought this was gonna be called the Nether Tunnels because this is labeled as the Nether Tunnels to the Hate Tunnels. So I was disappointed they called it the Hate Tunnels. I said the Nether Tunnels sounded much better because I was hoping it was gonna sound like Nether Regions, and then people were saying like, would they be the butt tunnels, Alex? And then Doo-Doo Dad came in clutch with slurping the silk from the butt tunnels, and I was like, well, that's forever. Oh, here you are. That's not the right spell. That's the right spell. Except I can't even cast it. Ouch. Yeah, I selected the wrong spell. These guys used to be a huge pain in the ass, but now they're much easier than the horrible other things we've been dealing with. So, Daedriths are the lowest on our list of concerns. They have to nurse an entire clutch of it. That's right, Elgalsa. They have to breastfeed their hatchling of spiders, which is exactly how spiders work. That is definitely, as we all know, spiders have boobs in real life, and they definitely milk. They definitely nurse their young with their spider boob milk. They have 8 nipples, much like how they have 8 eyeballs. Jesus fucking Christ! What the hell has happened to my chat? What the hell? And why? And I am part of it. I'm contributing to this. What the hell? I can blame no one but myself. 20 titties? That's a good point. Yeah, I guess. Well, really, if it's like two titties per, it would be 16, right? 16 titties then, or 16 nipples at least. That makes sense. Trying to put it outside. El Casa says, "Don't talk to me about this shit, Alex. It happens too often." Too fucking real, says El Gaso. Ooh. Oh, what the fuck? Who fucking invited this asshole? These guys are the worst. Okay, this is actually kind of spicy because there's a lot of homies. Can I just whip? Need you to back the fuck up. Up. Stun lock. Can I please get past you? I think I cannot get past you. Yep. Yeah, that's a really awful thing to have happened. I'm surprised that they must have gotten past me somehow. They must have gotten past me. Because I didn't see another entrance unless he summoned them. Unless he summoned multiple monsters, but I didn't see how that guy could have, like, snuck past me. There might have just been a second chamber that I just didn't notice. Shit is brutal. Winged Twilights, they are. Winged Twilights, yes, scared me as a kid, as an adolescent. I mean, yes, they've got the boobulars, but they're quick and, like, brutal and immune to a lot of weapons and very hard to deal with. Unless you're, like, super high level. And usually, if you see a Winged Twilight, you're somewhere in, you know, you're somewhere where the blight is causing lots of problems, so it's already stressful. Ouch. We've devolved to Spidussy. Yes, the Spider-Ussy. Something that claims us all. Huge Spideys. Wait. Oh, the Spideys are huge, or the titties are huge? Like spy titties, maybe? Okay, I'm sorry. Again, I'm making this worse for myself, and for those near me, and for those I love. We Sadged our last Maroon. I'm gonna have to save before I enter this accursed room, because yeah, I got excited when we saw the Atronach, but there must have been another entrance that I should have checked first. Because I thought for sure this is the only path. Yeah, so where'd that guy come from? He just like, oh, did he drop from the ceiling? Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, he was just behind me suddenly and it was like, excuse me? Where did you come from, dude? Oh, it's here. This is where he came from, probably. They just lactate all over Elgaso. Elgaso's known for causing involuntary lactation amongst those who see him and gaze upon him. Happens to me all the time. He lets very few people know his real name or see his face. And for good reason. It's not because he's a private individual. It's more for everyone else, really. Everyone else's well-being. Also, we had some things get or agility and speed. I think I can restore one of those things. I can do both, actually. How fortunate. Do both. Agility's good. Speed is next. Probably just one casting. Oh, that's not true. Speed got shit on pretty bad, didn't it? Oh, never mind. It's fine. Published in a regional paper. Shut down the entirety of New Jersey, or at least central New Jersey. Pandemonium. Lactation in the streets. Various forms of milk and lactate just flowing down the streets like rivers. Thousands were killed. It was a mess. It was a gosh darn mess. Because he causes involuntary lactation. God, what a weird thing that would be. It's like the kind of shit where you're watching a commercial for a name-branded pharmaceutical medication. Oh, I had the wrong spell selected. And there's that like really quick voice at the end that's like, warning, overconsumption of this medicine can cause several side effects, including diarrhea, loss of stool, loss of vision, loss of butthole, loss of... Like, they just go over a bunch of things. They're saying it really quick. And then one of the things they would say at the end is involuntary lactation. Like, if you experience involuntary lactation for more than 30 minutes, more than 24 hours, consult a medical professional. Just sounds like such a weird side effect to experience. Especially for dudes. Although, my understanding is that dudes absolutely can lactate when given the right hormone dosage. Of certain kinds of hormones, that is. So, lactation brings us all together, really, is what I'm getting at. It's the great equalizer. Chris Christie. A drippy press conference. Oh, I bet he was very sad. I bet that was a very sad Chris Christie press conference. He had to close down the beach. He had to close down the one highway. It was a whole thing. This is, you know, years before those highway and beach closures, obviously. That's a good use of that, Johnson. I'm very much in support of that combo. It's a powerful combo. Whoa. Fucking Chris Christie having it. Jesus, that's incredible. See if there's anything else that I'd missed. Hard to pay too much close attention to the game when this conversation is this gripping and thrilling and titillating. Word usage was very much intentional. Remember who Chris Christie was? I would say most people who are like within the political know in this country more or less know who Chris Christie is. Not for... I'm sure he did some good things. I'm sure he wasn't just an asshole. But know him for fucking closing down the beach so his family could, you know, be chilling. And that one issue where he like closed down a highway to get back at a political rival or somebody that he feel had slighted him. Like we remember him for all the dumb shit. And that video that Courage the Cowardly Dog, I think, or Courage the Cowardly Dog. Sorry, not Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's stupid. The Insult comic dog. Can't think of the guy's name. The Insult comic dog. Triumph. There. I was thinking like Victory or something. Oh, she was sorry. The boobs were physicsing out for a second. I was thinking some kind of like Victory. What is it? Yeah, Triumph. Triumph, the Insult comic dog. There was that video he made that was on YouTube or something like that where it was just him just fucking literally dogging on the guy the whole time. He was like at an event and Courage. Triumph was like kind of heckling, not really heckling him to his face, but kind of in the background, just kind of making remarks. So that was a time. That was a time and a half. Isn't he really Drippy and Frank from Always Sunny? Wait, I'm sorry, what? A questionably cancerous hair gel to dye Chris Christie. Oh, is that like a bit from It's Always Sunny? I thought you meant Chris Christie was like a character in the show, and I was like, no way, he wouldn't do something that cool. I mean, I will be honest, there was a point in time where I was like hopeful about Chris Christie as like a, you know, as like a Republican that like maybe, okay, I know, I'm sorry, I'm getting like, I don't want to get too political pants here because I know that, you know, you never know who's watching, you don't know how people feel about certain affiliations, etc., etc. All I will say is that I have opinions, I have biases, and I tend to not usually agree too much with Republicans. However, there was a point in time where I found Chris Christie's frankness and like I found it like kind of endearing, like back in like 2014, 2015. I think there was like a hurricane. I think there was like a really bad hurricane about to hit New Jersey, and he was like giving press conferences. He was like being really frank, and like he seemed relatable. And I was like, this guy seems alright. Like maybe, you know, if he's like not a complete asshole, maybe he'll be alright. Like that's a pretty low bar for success, right? So there was a point in time where I had like not even high hopes. I had like very low bar hopes that maybe he could be like a not piece of shit, but apparently like everyone hates him now. Like Republicans, Democrats, like everyone thinks he's a fucking jabroni. So now he's kind of a he's kind of out of the picture, and nobody really misses him. Kind of out of the room. No more blissful place to... Yeah, I try not to like... I try not to be like, oh, you know, my affiliation that I tend to align with is better, or the correct one, or, you know, etc., just because I don't want to fucking, you know, make people feel shitty. My job as a streamer is to make people feel the opposite of shitty. So if I'm making people feel like, oh, this streamer is trying to imply that he thinks I'm dumb, or that I'm, you know, that he thinks he's better than me, blah blah blah. It's like that has no place. That's unproductive. And that doesn't accomplish anything worthwhile. It just makes people feel awful. I also try to like not shy away from, you know, spicy subjects, like especially if there's something really relevant going on in the news, what have you. I try not to like avoid it, because on the other hand, you know, when you by that like same token, if you are a streamer It's like your job is to make people not feel shitty, but also like, you know, leave an open dialogue to a healthy degree at least. You know, try to lead healthy and productive discussions and try to encourage open thinking, or you know, critical thinking, that is, and open-mindedness and whatnot. So it's like there's a balance to strike, and I probably don't always do a great job of that balance, but it's an ongoing experiment. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm thinking of what you're describing, Augusta. I think there was a point in time where like he was handling the hurricane thing really well. And then there was the two thing, the beach thing and the bridge thing. Those were the two things, and everyone said, "Fuck this guy. This guy's an idiot. He's either incompetent or an asshole, or both. I don't know." So, and that's not controversial to say, because like I said, everybody hates this motherfucker now. Like, he doesn't have a single ally in Washington anymore. So fuck that guy. I don't feel sad saying that. But yeah, there was a point in time where it was like, hey, maybe this guy will be all right. Maybe he'll, you know, buck the trend of politicians who are out of touch and unwilling or unable to connect with voters, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that guy had good potential that he then promptly squandered. Hurricane Sandy, that was the one. Yeah, Sandy. That's it. That's exactly it. I remember the SpongeBob memes. It's all coming back to me now. Live your life according to your values, and that's the most we could wish on anybody, honestly. So it's a good way to look at it, doo-doo-dad. Coming to a local college because traffic. Yeah, that's understandable too. That shit messes shit up. Absolutely, yeah. Same shit whenever we have those kinds of visitations here in St. Louis. This shit is awful and can cause problems and gums up the works and makes people late for work and late for important appointments, etc., etc. Shit sucks, man. There's no shame in being pissed off by that shit. Public transport, yeah. In this country, oof. I mean, in all fairness, some cities got it figured out pretty well. Gracie and I and our friend Anastasia, the three of us went to Chicago a few weeks ago, and that was really cool. Chicago's I mean, I know people like to meme on Chicago, but I think it's a great city. I always enjoy my time there. I've never lived there, but I've been there many times, and I always enjoy myself. And their public transport is really, really good, especially when compared to St. Louis's. Because St. Louis, I love you. I've been here all my life, but fucking hell, our public transport's a fucking joke. It is just a shame how little the city cares about like doing the bare minimum to allow like public transport to have the resources it needs to like do what it to like function under the bare minimum of like what should be considered a functional public transport system. It's pretty embarrassing. Yeah, exactly, Ogasso. Yeah, it's frustrating. Who would like venture into traffic specifically to see the fight? Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, I would venture into traffic to deal with neither personally, but yeah, that is kind of an odd thing to seek out, isn't it? Whoa! Too much illusion to get the nomination. Sounds like my kind of job, Elgaza. Holy shit, sign my ass up. Sweet deal if you ask me. We're outside the city. Oh, you got an airport. Yeah, like an airport that's like centrally located. Then travel across town normally just because of the traffic being fucky. Yep, that's how I do as well. Yeah, that's shitty, Johns. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. That's no funsies. Yo, JD, Mr. Birthday himself. How you doing, Jet Dive? For those who don't know, there is approximately, JD are both Central Time Zone dwellers. Average Central Time Zone enjoyers. It is JD's birthday for the next hour and 15 minutes. So everyone, I don't mean to panic you, but you have an hour and 15 minutes to administer your birthday spankings to JD. So help me God, if you squander this opportunity, if you don't deliver your birthday spankings to JD, then these birthday spankings then get inherited by you, and I will then need to spank your booty. So I don't mean to panic anybody, but if you don't want your booty slapped by a small 5'3" bearded man who is 33 years old, then I suggest you get your ass to JD's booty consensually, or else suffer my consequences. But anyway, JD, thank you, my man, for joining in. Hope you're doing well. And again, happy birthday to Jet Dive. I hopped into his stream for a little bit earlier as part of his, I can't remember what it was called, but there was like a thing, like a more, there's like a word for it, a phrase for it that a lot of streamers are doing, where as part of their birthday celebrations, they'll have like friends and streamer buddies call in and, like, you know, they'll chat for a bit, you know, tell stories, you know, ask questions and just kind of goof around for like 5 or so minutes, and then the next person joins in and they tell stories and goof off for a bit. It's like kind of a lunch line of like friends and homies that stop in. So I stepped on a JD stream earlier, which was fun. You were doing some marbles, you did some Splatoon 3. What else did you get up to earlier today? JD says, my booty can take the spanking, Alex. As I embrace the punishment, the booty punishment. And then Elgaso's birthday is soon. Oh, that's exciting, buddy. Elgaso, you get to do anything fun for your birthday? And note, doing nothing is a valid celebration of your birthday. So if you want to do nothing, I hope you do nothing for your birthday. But if you want to do something fun, I hope you do something fun. Personality's being drained. Drain these nuts. Actually, don't drain my nuts, please. Gracie would be not happy about that. And exclude to college students. Oh my fucking god! Yeah, that's a lol worthy. Whoa! Motherfucker just knocked me on my dick. Whoa, Jesus, dude, calm your titties down. There we go. Holy moly! That guy like did a fuck ton of damage to that one hit. Yeah, that's a Feels birthday man right there. "14 minutes away," says Elgas. That's right, Eastern time zone enjoyer. 14 minutes and counting. Prepare thy booties. I'll suplex anyone who tries to take me. Johnson says, motherfucker, I dare you to try that shit. And also, yes, and also cats will back you up on this. Hello, East Coast enjoyers. Marbles on stream. Yeah, Jet was doing some marbles, some Splatoon 3. I don't think what else he had going on during his birthday celebrations. Maybe get some beer, but maybe not have the... Yeah, maybe just want to chill. Elgaso, you're a man after my own heart. I was just talking with some friends because, you know, Gracie and I are engaged. We're going to get married sometime next year. And I had some friends be like, Alex, what are you going to do for your bachelor party? And honestly, the thought had not occurred to me. And I'm just like, I don't want a bachelor party. That would make me miserable. Nothing like sounds more unpleasant than being the center of attention. I mean, a wedding is already going to be, you know, well, it won't be just me. It'll be the two of us as the centers of attention. But nothing makes me feel more miserable than the idea of like being the center of attention, surrounded by a bunch of people and being like, you know, like escorted around to, you know, even if it was something relatively chill, like a board game bar or something like that, or an arcade bar or what that kind of thing. It might sound ridiculous. Alex, you're a streamer. Don't you thrive on being the center of attention? I feel like it's different when you're like doing things in person. When I'm doing a stream, I'm in complete control over everything. My control freak nature thrives when I'm streaming. Because I would consider myself a control freak, not because I want to control other people, but because I want to control myself and my surroundings. Maybe not even my surroundings, but I want to control, like, how I'm presented at all times. Like, I don't want to control other people, because that shit is a fool's errand. But I want to be in, like, complete control over what I'm doing and how I'm, you know, perceived and how I'm digested visually and audibly amongst those around me. So, oh, you see that little skirt fly up there? Whoa, hey, easy. If that skirt goes up any higher, then we're gonna have to stream this to a different side, alright? I'm gonna ask you to calm your donger, alright? Jesus, dude. There's kids watching, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm right there with you, Elgaso. Birthdays, I want to keep it chill. Parties, what have you. It's like, the most I ever want to do ever is like have a couple homies over for some video games. And me not drinking alcohol. And other people can, I don't care about that, but like, it would make me way too anxious. Splatoon had some... Oh, that's a shame they were having some server shenanigans. Oh, and that's right, JD, the episode premiere. Right. How'd that go, bud? Listen, I know you worked real hard on that shit, man. Now you were grinding that shit out, quite a bit off stream. By the way, Johnson says something awesome happened to me. I'd be curious to hear about it. Johnson says, I got nothing to share. It's like Goku or needing for the spirit bomb. Share your energy with Goku for the spirit bomb to defeat Frieza? Was it Frieza or it was probably Vegeta, I guess. But yeah, it's like give Goku your energy so he can beat up the bad guys real good like. Give Elgas your energy so he can get drunk and go party for his birthday and get turned. This fucking guy. No, not you, Clan Fear, you fucking nerd. Ouch, stun knocking my ass. You think you're so cool? This guy's his bodyguard trying to stop me from slapping this man. He's damaging my personality. I think other things were getting damaged earlier. Jesus, I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm dead. I was not paying attention. Wow, they slurped me right out, didn't they? Good lord. That was embarrassing. Now, granted, I wasn't terribly far into the Red Nash, the Red Crosby, Stills, Red Nash and Young tunnels, but still, that was surprising. Sometimes these guys crumple at the slightest bit of damage, and other times they are a force to be reckoned with. I didn't even look at that guy's name. Maybe he had like a different title or something. 'Cause that guy was ready to roll. Johnson says, go to a cat cafe. Johnson, I have something that I am afraid to utter out loud. You might think less of me for this, but I'm actually allergic to cats. But Alex, you and Gracie are engaged, and she has 2 cats. Yes, she does, and that's just something I will deal with when the time comes, when I move in with her. There's like medications you can take. There's shots you can get, obviously, to help deal with it. But yeah, a cat cafe, I would explode. My head would properly inflate like a balloon and then pop like a blood-filled balloon. It would be gross. So sadly, yeah, no cat cafe for Alex. But that is not a bad idea, actually, because then the kitty cats are the center of attention. And then instead of people buying you drinks, they buy you coffee, because that's how the cat cafes here operate. They're like little, they like make drinks and whatnot, like coffee drinks, espresso and whatnot. It's very pleasant. It's the Clan Fear. The Clan Fear, I think, was like stun locking my ass, and then I couldn't like get the fucking juicy center of this motherfucking Tootsie Pop over here. Because like Clan Fear is just sucking my ass from behind me, or to the side of me. But see, once we stun like this guy, it's not a problem because he can't paralyze us. So look at that. Like I was left with relatively so much health afterwards. Whereas earlier, that guy was mean, big old meanie. Board game night, yeah, that's what we did for my brother. Actually, we did Whirly Ball, which is, I told the story before, but Whirly Ball is bumper cars with bumper cars and lacrosse, basically bumper cars and lacrosse together, in a place that serves alcohol. So it's very silly and very goofy, and it was very fun. And then we went to a board game bar afterwards. That was like pretty lighthearted and chill. Like that was pretty good. Don't like just doing stuff. Yeah, like doing like big gatherings and big to-dos. Yeah, it's just so much anxiety for me, at least. Won a game of marbles by a point. Wow, Johnson, that's incredible. That is impressive. Sounds like a buzzer beater right there. The last pack of stickers. That's awesome, Johnson. That's dope as hell. Just an excuse to go to the cat cafe. Yeah, I've physically been to the cafe, but I haven't gone inside. The reason I went to the cat cafe is because there was a art fair that Gracie participated in. She is she's an artist, obviously, and well, maybe not. It's not obvious, but I've mentioned before that she's a graphic designer, and she's a hobbyist artist as well, hobbyist crafter, and that she participated in a craft fair that was hosted by this particular cat cafe in St. Louis. It's called Mau House, Mauhaus. And it was a art fair that was all cat themed. So she had a table on the outside, and she was selling her wares, all that jazz. And I helped, kind of man the table with her. Obviously, I don't have any creative input. I don't have any creative bones in my body, so I didn't make any of the art, obviously. But I was there to support her and help run the show there with her booth. So I got to physically see the cool place. But yeah, I've not stepped inside for fear of how my immune system would react, which is to say, not well, probably not well. Everyone. Oh, well, it's sweet of you to say, JD. I mean, I had a very, small part. I had a bit part to play. And like I said, I made sure to send you a couple versions of those lines to make sure that, like I was thinking, like, does he want something more, like, what kind of energy? Something more stoic and collected, or panicked and, oh god, we took damage, or we're freaking out. So it's like, I'll let JD decide and make sure he knows that I'm down for reshoots. I'm no Ed Wood. I'm down for reshoots. It's perfectly fine. And also, Quirky Teacher, good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. Shampoo to reduce there is. Well, wait, to reduce cat dander, or to reduce, like, shampoo in my hair, or shampoo for the cats? Because we've never bathed the cats. Or at least, well, Gracie's never, and oh yeah, I've never, and I don't think Gracie has either. So that's an interesting prospect. I guess, yeah, I guess there's probably things you could do to the cats to, maybe brush them more often, that kind of thing. Although her cats don't really like being brushed. They don't, like, fight it, but they're clearly not fans of it. But some cats probably do like it. So, like, yeah, there's things you can do, obviously. But after a certain point, there's only so much that can be done. There will be cat dander, and I will be a sneezy boy. What was that? Oh. That was a weird noise. Did you hear that shit? Oh, it's the spider lady birthing a new spider child. Somebody should have slurped out her... Sorry. Nah, I'll stop. I'll stop. I need to be stopped, honestly. Whoa. As I just topple over. Man, it'd be cool if I could get some hits in, but, like, I can't get around this motherfucker. These hallways are too narrow. Here we go. Now I can reach this motherfucker. Jesus. This motherfucker, Jesus. Ouch. Man, I think this is what got me last time. I think this is the exact combo that killed me so well last time. Now, I have got some potions, but not many. Marbles and stickers. Hell yeah, it's a sick combo. Shampoo the cat. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of, like, somebody... I've heard of, like, cats sometimes needing to be bathed in, like, limited circumstances. But yeah, never as like a regular thing before. It's very interesting. Got a few other lesser healing potions, I think. Well, maybe not. I thought I picked up, like, a bunch of lesser healing potions. Getting magic. We have, like, some panic potions. Make one of these. Yeah, I think this was the combo that was getting me so well last time. Because these hallways are so narrow, I couldn't reach this motherfucker. I'm still having a hard time reaching him. I still can't. It's this fucking spider. I can't get around this tiny little spider. I still can't reach him. Jesus. These narrow hallways are awful. Here, come out here. So I can, like, I can maneuver. Holy shit. And to go so far just to reach this piece of shit. He's dead. He's fucking dead. Jesus. And he's just a regular Zivali. Zivali, I think. That's how you pronounce it. He wasn't even, like, a fancy lad. Just an unlucky set of circumstances. Depends on the cat. Because, yeah, in her case, both of her cats just groom themselves. And they do a pretty good job, I would say, of like staying clean and tidy. Like, there's never been any issues, per se. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be a lightning rod for her lightning spells. I'm just going to soak up every single spell she throws at me. It's hard to dodge lightning spells. They're, like, almost hit scan with how fast they are. Ouch. I'm having a really hard time in this tunnel. Like, we're fighting monsters we fought plenty of times before, but for whatever reason, I'm getting my booty really stomped here. Your roommate would bathe your cat once a month, and you bathed him once, and you were also allergic. Yeah, I've never heard of, like, people having to bathe a cat before. It's so unique, or at least it seems unique. Maybe it's not as unheard of as I thought it would be. This way. Dump garbage on him. Yeah, that sounds more of like a dog activity. Because yeah, Gracie's cats I've never seen, like, have any interest in any kind of gross garbagey things. That would be very annoying in no time for sure. Sometimes if fleas happen. Oh, that's a good point too, because yeah, because Gracie gives them the once a month anti-flea treatments. They've never had fleas, thankfully. But if they did get it every so often, then yeah, then we would have to bathe them, for sure. Doesn't have a brain cell. I mean, some cats, you know, that's how it is. And dogs, too, for that matter. Once you live with a cat for a while, your body starts to adapt. I would like for that to happen. That'd be really nice if that did happen, but I've heard it's different for everybody. I've heard of cases where somebody was allergic to cats, and then they lived with a cat for like a few months, and their body adapted, and they had like less symptoms. And then I know people that weren't allergic to cats and then became allergic after adopting one and living with one for a while, or they were allergic and their symptoms were mild, and then the symptoms got way worse, you know, as they live with the cat longer and longer. So it's kind of luck of the draw. I would like to get lucky and have a good luck roll that says I get the good fortune of less bad symptoms, but yeah, I really won't know until the time comes. My mazes poops don't get flung out of the litter box. It's probably for the best that doesn't happen. Although I've seen some ridiculous images of cats inside of litter boxes shitting, but their butts are outside the box. They're like poking on the outside, so the shit's just going onto the floor, on just outside the litter box. Like, dude, are you trying to be an asshole? Because you're being an asshole right now, cat. What the hell? What the goddamn hell? Knocking open garbage cans, but not the closing ones. Whoa! Jesus. I almost missed that shit. Almost got fucking splattered. Whoa! I'm getting splattered. Goddamn. Watch for falling rocks. No more of that shit, please. Hit a dumpster. Oh, yeah, maybe that's why. Quirky teacher. Yeah, it's a survival instinct. Might be doggy time this weekend, JD. Dude, that's awesome. That'd be so exciting, Jet Dive. Holy moly, I can't wait for pictures. Or picky poos. First time with Popper. That's gonna be so exciting, buddy. So excited for you. Does Popper have a name? Or do you have like either a name already, or if you've picked out a name? Oh, he turned around just in time. What a nerd. What a fucking nerd, turning around in time to drain my willpower. Oh no, my willpower's being drained. Can I resist the Spider Russie? With a drained willpower? I don't know. It's kind of scary. Ouch. Oh god. Fire hurts my eyes more than it hurts my character. Jesus, what set me on fire? Oh, I'm permanently on fire right now. Oh, that's a problem. I need to kill this guy before it doesn't go away. I'm just... Okay, now it's going down. I was like, damn, I'm just on fire for like 30 minutes. What the hell? Just hurts my eyes. It's very bright. You see, it's like I can't dodge this attack. I can never dodge the lightning attacks. They I'm like a lightning rod for them. Well, she's getting got by the cloud, by the vapes. Boy, the spicy vapes. Alright, how can I forget the beeping noises they make? Am I about to fuzz Rodaha right off the edge? That'd be really cool. Really cool if I could like physics damage her off the edge to her death. I don't know if it works that way. It's just not a very steep cliff. Oh, it's second one. Oh, and I can't jump. Okay, I guess I'm going down because yeah, I can't jump right now. There we go. Oh, did she summon another one? I didn't think they could summon duplicates. They can summon the babies, but not the dupes, I would think. Lots of photos, says Jet Dive. Hell yes. Oh, gosh, yes, for all those things and then some. Can I, like, jump back? Because unfortunately, on some surfaces, you can't jump. Like right now, for instance, I cannot jump. So, there's restrictions along those lines. I think the answer is I have to go back down and traverse my way back up. That's the only way. Thump. QT. Are you trying to say, Quirky Teacher, that the name Quirky Teacher is good, or literally call the animal cutie, because they're a cutie pie? Joy's a good name. Joy's a good name. Especially if their first name is Nurse. Nurse Joy. Monogram things around Christmas. That's a good point too, Johnson. Get that stuff on discount. Like the smart consumer. Cutie as in a little cutie. One of my college buddies, her and her husband got a kitty cat, and they named the cat Cutie Pie, which I think is sweet. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Sweetie Pie. Okay, never mind. All right, so never mind. My story isn't quite relevant, but I think it's still a sweet name for an animal. So, Sweetie Pie. And then another, actually, that just unlocked another memory. One of my friends named their cat Sweet Pea. Not P-E-E, but sweet as in like the vegetable, the pea pod. Not piss. Don't name your cat after piss, please. Save us all the embarrassment. Named after one of your grandmothers. That's a pretty nice thing that some families do. My middle name is named after my dad, so that can be like kind of a fun thing to do or like you know, links for certain family members and whatnot, and family lineage nomenclature and such. I hate how they have just this one-hit combo that is in fighting games they would call that an infinite chain combo. It's just the same hit, but they can just combo it infinitely, an infinite chain combo. Thump. And when they stun lock you, they just get that chain combo going forever, which is brutal. Let me cast heal about 1,000 times. Do I have a better heal that I can cast, by the way? Heal superior major wounds? Oh wait, no. Wait, hold on, I don't understand. Oh, it's for 2 seconds. Oh wait, no, hold on. What is the spell I've selected? It is major wounds, okay. Because I couldn't use this one previously, but now I can. What about superior wounds? I can cast this one. When did that happen? I probably can't cast that one. Interesting. Because yeah, for a long time we didn't have enough restoration to be able to cast any of these. But I guess my restoration must have popped off recently. Well, in that case, I need to save this. So we'll say superior wounds. Boop. We skipped over greater wounds. Yeah, I couldn't even cast that one. Our restoration skill was too low. But I guess we must have suddenly got good with healing. Our healing hands. Like when NPCs say, you have the touch of a healer. And then I say, yes. Let me share with you my healing hands. And then they call the cops. It's a good time every time. Joy Summon Johnson. Dad's middle name. There's lots of J names in your family. Yeah, when it comes to like family naming conventions, like like one of my friends, his name is Nick, and his dad's name is Nick, and his grandfather Nicholas, obviously. You know, like they like all the males, or at least the eldest male, and like in like each successive generation is named Nicholas for several generations. You know, many generations, and he's kept that as well. You know, with his firstborn, they went with Junior, so he's got a Nick Junior, which reminds me of Nick Jr. from like which is to say the kids television program on Nickelodeon. So like yeah, I've seen people do that kind of thing, or the kind of thing where like the family has like maybe the husband's name is Mike and the woman's name is like Melinda, and they name all their children with M first names, like to kind of keep with that motif. It's not like they intentionally sought out to marry a person exclusively with the first name that had the same first letter, but it just ended up that way, and they wanted to keep that going. So yeah, they would have like, you know, their firstborn might be like I don't know, Max, and then Mary, And then, you know, like just kind of keeping that kind of pattern going. God damn it, these guys are doing. I don't know what happened, but something happened where these clan fears, I like can't really get around them. So they're doing a great job of running interference and soaking up hits that I'm intending for this motherfucker, but they keep getting lucky. Ouch. Well, he's dead, but now Spidusy has entered the chat. Has entered the conversation. Man, with this nicer healing, everything is so much easier. Like I'm able to get health back in a pinch. So much nicer. And it's all thanks to having a better restoration skill. What a difference that makes. Speed has been damaged. Look how big her jaw unhinges when she casts those lightning spells. It's like some horror movie shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's huge. God damn. She's got that Steven Tyler mouth. God damn. Big gaping orifice. Gaping orifice and spider boobs. What a dangerous combination. So, you wait your turn, alright? Wait your turn, Agenok. My weapon must be getting damaged. I feel like I'm doing less damage than I would usually. Ouch. 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 The good news is, with this reflect damage, that means as you're beating the shit out of me, you're technically getting the shit beat out of yourself, motherfucker. So, in that case, who's laughing now? Not me right now, because I'm getting my ass kicked, but eventually I'll be laughing. Reason names up the booty. That's where names belong, inside of booties. That is correct. Okay, this guy, he's standing still now. He's afraid. As he should be. Gotta repair my weapon. I feel like my weapon durability must be getting low. We're not doing as much damage, as much dammy dams as I would like to say. Look at that. Look at all my armor getting fucked, except for my boots, which of course were made for walking. You know, I haven't been using a torch. And I probably should have been, because it's probably been kind of hard to see. It's been hard for me to see too, but I've been so like entranced with Twitch chat conversation. It all started with slurping silk out of the spider butt tunnels and sucking out the caviar of spider eggs. That it all just went to heck very quickly. Went to heck and then stayed well entrenched in heck. We never left heck. And of course we're in Oblivion right now, so we're in video game heck right now. So I don't think it really matters which one we go through. Well, okay, this map is not particularly helpful because everything is on the map right now. Let's go. I think Rending Hall is what we're looking for. I think this is, regardless of which path we take, will lead us to salvation. Looking up obituaries from their family. Interesting. I've never like really delved too much into that, although my grandmother's big into genealogy and that kind of thing, so she has a pretty good like history, like written history about like, you know, various family members up to a certain point. That's the wrong spell. Up to a certain point has like pretty good intel on like a number of last names, you know, and families, as far as like where, like for a number of generations. Although it was only recently that I learned that I have a decent bit of Scottish heritage in my DNA. Scottish, and well, okay, it's not that surprising that I have some Scottish and also equal parts Welsh and British. I figured it was something boring and white, and I mean Scottish is kind of interesting, but Welsh and British is fine. Obviously, I mean I've never been, but I'm sure it's great out there. But it's not like there's not a whole lot I can do with that. Like with Scottish, that evokes kilts and bagpipes and haggis. UK evokes you know, nice things, but like nothing like hilarious and goofy and fun. So yeah, there's only so much I can do with that knowledge, right? Why'd I actually grab this? I didn't want that right now. Very hard. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to go for that, but we can. I mean, I can crack it open myself. Where do we go upwards? Onwards and upwards. The Lust Keep. Okay, now that the Lust Keep is where the spider boobs are properly stored. Maybe we'll have some involuntary lactation take place there. But in the meantime, actually, we'll go ahead and crack this open right here. Crack it open like an egg. First try like a boss. Hell yeah. Did some genealogy on your dad's side. Some of them go back pretty far, though. That's pretty impressive, yeah. Yeah, I think when it came to the genealogy stuff my grandmother was into back in the day, I think there were some dead ends. Maybe not so much dead ends, but like she couldn't find a ton of intel after a certain point. Although she was doing it old school. She was doing it like, this is well before the internet was like a super big thing, so some of her intel might be a little bit out of date at this point. And could be properly supplemented with internet findings and such. You ever just keep your Daedrith teeth inside of a still beating heart that is also open? Oh, actually, never mind. It's like an open heart beating clump bag, heart clump bag. I want to hear more about the Lust Keep. Bitches don't know about my Lust Keeps. Ow! Daedric Silk, Daedric Greaves, which is kind of cool. Some gold. Yeah. Was this worth it? Eh, it's okay. It was just okay. Whoa! Am I on fire? Apparently I'm on fire. Is this gonna be the other side? Maybe, but this one's easier to unlock. Got some homies. Deploying anti-homie maneuvers. He said, what? He like stopped for a moment. He was like, whomst would dare throw a lightning bolt at me? I am the one who dared. Dared to diddle. He sounded like upset. Not in pain, he sounded bothered, like, whoa, what the fuck? Like I had offended him greatly by sneak attacking him for a ×1 damage multiplier. Get our magicka back. So we probably don't have much to explore on this particular wing, but it will lead to the same destination. Where they store all their lust, where they store all the boobs. Every single one. All 11 of them. A nice odd number, just the way nature intended. Here we go, boys and girls. Oh, this isn't lustful at all. It's just the usual thing. Unless this is like supposed to be phallic and suggestive, but yeah, it's not really doing much for me, unfortunately. Let's continue on our way. A little disappointed, but I'm not gonna let it ruin the moment. Heard battle music. Somebody sniff me out from afar. Turn up the audio on my end. Ah, I see you. Is he gonna try to get to me through the door? Because he's like humping the wall. Do you not know how doors work, sir? You require assistance? Okay, I helped. Oh, what was that? You got something to say? Hold on, what's over there? I can't even see. Can I jump this? I can, actually. Oh, spider. Okay, well, spider tits is not terribly surprising right here. Hold on. Give me your teeth. I need them for an experiment. This goes much higher. So you would miss the lusting hole, or the keep of lust, the porn storage. You would miss all that. Okay, so here's the spider. There's the... I fucking walked right past you, apparently. I don't even know how that was possible. Oh, Jesus. It's a fucking party over here. God damn. Now, thankfully... Whoa, never mind. I was gonna say, thankfully, I'm doing pretty good damage. Also getting pretty good damaged. And she's out of there, and you're not too far behind, although neither am I for that matter. Let's get some heals. Ouch! Kind of dark, so it's kind of hard to see how I'm getting my ass kicked. There it is. Boop. Yeah, so I should have put all the torch earlier. It's a little bit hard to see in this dark, scary place. Tearing all of his teeth. Oh, yeah, it's like dentures, right? Well, that's actually a good point, too. How many teeth are we acquiring per Daedra teeth? Daedra teethers. Daedrith teethers, rather. Because, yeah, it is kind of a clump of teethers. I thought it was just like a few, but maybe it's like several. So maybe we're ganking all this out. And you know what's fucked up? You could just eat the teeth. I could just left click this, and now we just gobble them up. Ugh. It's fucked up. It would give me Night Eye, give me Frost Shield, it would burden me, and then it would also light my way. So it's a strangely high number of benefits. As far as a benefit detriment ratio is concerned. So I think if I were to eat an alligator demon monster's teeth in real life, I fail to see how it could make anything positive. I think it would be a very much a net negative in my life. And more spider tits and more Daedra. Oh, he turned around just in time. What a cheater. Using his eyeballs and his normal senses. Although, let's be honest, if he's like a crocodile-like creature, he could probably smell me. Could probably smell my purple scent. I hope we smell like... What's a purple scent? Lavender. I hope we smell like lavender. Demon alligators, assuming that their teeth aren't good for them. Well, actually, it would probably be best. They would probably prefer that people don't think their teeth are good for them, because then they're not going to try to steal them. Multiple spider bitches. Because, yeah, it's like they probably don't want their teeth ganked from them. I want to keep them inside their mouthers. I'd be willing to guess. You don't get to heal. That is forbidden. You know what? I'm just going to get a quick heal myself, actually. Bloop. Good thing they can't use these. Reminds me of Diablo, seeing the Diablo 1, that is, seeing like the red health shrines that just look like pools of blood. Whoop! I was mid-attack and they paralyzed my ass. Getting hit by a lot of paralyzed tonight. Yeah, she successfully blocked me. I'm so proud of her. Ouch. Oh. Got her ass. Specifically the asses. Also, Corey, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Corey Mans. Corey, there was a moment not too long ago where I was looking through something in the grocery store, and I happened upon coriander. I think it's a type of spice. And I feel like you could use that name, of that spice to your advantage. You could be like, yeah, I activated my natural charm, and it was the Corey and her panties came right off. Like that kind of pattern. I think that's something you could utilize properly. I was gonna say, something has sniffed me out. Now, will she just walk into this and take fuck tons of damage? Oh, what the fuck, dude? We're having me and this very sexy flame matronach are having an intimate moment, and you're spoiling it. Okay, I think she's dead, actually. Oh, she is dead, but he just summoned a new girlfriend for himself. Selfish, if you ask me. Thing is, I know he's taking damage from that spiky trap thing, because I take damage whenever I run into it. Run into it, dude. Do it. I kind of want him to just run into it and, like, kill himself to death with the spike damage, but he's not want to do it. Wobbler, I think I saw, was it on Discord? 'Cause I think I saw something about that band recently, and I looked up their Bandcamp page. Maybe it was you that I saw that thing, because I think I saw somebody talking about that band recently. And I added them to my list of artists I need to, like, look up and probably listen to. Because if they have a Bandcamp page, that's, like, the perfect opportunity for me, at least, to look up their stuff and get all kinds of cool, like, you know, listen to a bunch of albums and like, you know, kind of really learn their sound and kinds of things I might enjoy. Picture day tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting, quirky. But also, yeah, I know that kind of thing can be a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm sure it will go well and it'll be nice once it's done, but it's probably a pain right up until that happens. Like the latest album, excellent. Yeah, that's probably the one. That's probably the one you were talking about then. Most recent one. I get the impression you've been going down to some progressive rock rabbit holes, which is, as a man after my own heart, I can very much approve. Lord knows I have spent many hours venturing into Bandcamp rabbit holes and YouTube and like other sources of like listening to new weird goofy ass bands. For anybody who's into prog rock and like progressive rock, that kind of shit, and you're into like new weird bands doing new and weird things, I'm sure you've already heard about them, Corey, but King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is extraordinary, and they are fucking weird, and they're awesome. They're kind of not really prog, they're kind of jam band, but there's definitely some proggy elements to them, and they're just fucking weird, and I love it. Like, every album is wildly differing from the next. Like, they are a very productive band. They produce multiple albums per year, and each one is like a complete reinvention of themselves. Like, it's the definition of progressive. They are progressing with each album release. It's incredible. I'd love to see them live sometime. Watch the face, then get, yeah, and then I turn back into me, says Quirky. Yeah, that's the thing too. As a dude, it's, I mean, it's not usually too bad. Of course, you know, I trim my beard, I dress nice, I fix my hair. But yes, for ladies, of course, I recognize that, you know, sometimes there's kind of an unfair expectation when it comes to, you know, makeup, that kind of thing. And it can be a lot for sure. Oblivion's sweet embrace. Now, this is kind of a shame. I was hoping this was gonna be really cool, but that damage is pretty pitiful, and it's like pretty good durability. Weakness to fire damage. Like, this should be great, but it's actually kind of awful. So I'm guessing it's a Dremora Claymore, not a Daedric Claymore at its base. It's a pity. It's a pity. Heard about him, yeah. Oh, the Daily Doug. I've never heard about that because of this guy. A similar taste to mine, but it's much smarter. I have a number of friends and like people that I follow up on, Corey, that I would describe as similarly. It's like, this person likes a lot of things that I like, but man, they're smart. So they, he's like, I don't always like everything they like, but if there's a good chance there's going to be a good correlation. Like, the Venn diagram is usually a pretty gosh darn good circle. So, yeah, but then it's like, but they have the added benefit of being much smarter than me and much better with their words. Whoa. I actually was hoping I'd be able to knock this guy off the edge. I can still do that, I suppose. Won't be like as spectacular. But if I just kind of, whoop, off you go. One leg up, there you go. See you later. Fuck you. I can't actually see him fall, but going down. So we got one portal on that side. I think it doesn't matter which one we take then. But yeah, King Gizzard. The Giz. Very, very good album. I'm gonna save real quick. Or band, rather. Very good band. The great thing about King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard is that if you listen to a couple songs off of one album and you're not feeling it, try another album or two before you like dismiss them, because there's a good chance you will find a album with a wildly different sound and that you will swear is not the same band. And you'll be like, all right, this is my jam. Or in my case, I like all of it. It's all amazing. Bonk. His sword flew behind me. Yeah, lots of Dremora stuff. Some Daedric gear, but mostly Dremora gear, which is heavier and not as good. Rip out his heart. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Rip out his heart from his dead body, then cast him into the fucking spire of hell. Hellfire. It'd be actually pretty sick if like, we could extract the heart while they were alive, and then it caused them to fall over and die. Like, that'd be kind of sick. Rip out their still beating heart and fucking crush it in front of their eyes. Or eat it to gain their courage. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Hurt some giz. Yeah, they've been around for a number of years at this point. I mean, I first heard about them a couple years ago, but I think they've been around since, like... I've probably close to 10 years at this point, I think. I might be wrong. But, like, usually if a band has, like... I don't think I'm exaggerating. When a band has, like, 20 albums out, you expect them to be at least a decade or two old. I think it's not 20. I don't think they have quite that many, but there was like one year where they put out 4 albums. So it's like, guys, calm your titties down. It's not that big of a rush. Take a break, go on tour. Holy shit, but they were just studio albuming their nuts off. Ouch. I haven't even bothered blocking in a minute. Maybe that's why I'm getting my ass kicked so bad. I've not been blocking very much. One of these days I'm gonna get a really cool enchanted claymore. Like, our claymore right now is great, but eventually we'll get something even greater. Yes, get stuck on the wall, please. So I can just spank you with my sword over and over. I'm not even, like, hitting him with the sharp side. I'm just hitting him with the flat of the blade. On the ass. Just a nice little love tap. Oh, look at that. We actually have over-encumbered ourselves. Well, the Daedra hearts are actually not that valuable, and they are getting quite heavy, so that's an easy thing to just drop right then and there. That's a great thing to take up inventory space, but it's not exactly a very worthwhile use of your inventory space if you can help it. Are there 2 of them? Nope, just 1. Never mind. Those 2 spider ladies. Music changed. Someone has sniffed me out. My farts must be very recognizable if they sniffed me from so far away. Yeah, these guys are cool. They're like fellow battle mages. I'm you, but evil. He knows that if he, or she maybe. I think it's a she. She knows that if she were to have her back to this right here, I would want to knock her ass into the fire. Through the fire and through the flames. Ouch. Bonk. Once again, the glory of the damage reflection is doing all the work for me. Also, look how cool this looks. The Edric Warhammer. Pretty badass if you ask me. What's up, Dave? No spider titties? Dude, you've missed out. It also might be that you beat a bunch of the Daedra earlier levels and like areas earlier than I did. Because yeah, I'm not that late into the game, but I'm fairly high level, I think. So it's like, I think I got to a high level before I started getting into these Oblivion Gates. So if you went here earlier, you probably had like less scarier monsters spawning. Because the spider boobs are, they're memorable. I'll say that much. Have a good night, Quirky. Thanks for hanging out, friend. Didn't do the Oblivion Gates. Right, that's the thing. Yeah, this is part of the main quest. Although you don't have to do the allies for Bruma. I guess it is technically optional. Because, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do every Oblivion Gate. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to do any of the optional ones. Just because we're doing a lot. And they take a while to get through. They can be interesting, though. It's just that, like a lot of the dungeons, they do start to feel a little bit samey after a while. I think the interiors, like this, like the inside of the spires are kind of cool. In the Oblivion Gates, but I think the outside, like the Oblivion Gate exteriors, are less interesting to me, at least. That's okay, we just cleared this one, though. Transcendent. I think we have that one already. Break these chains. Hell yeah. So that was the one outside of Anvil. The allies for Bruma. And it exploded. And I'm on fire. It exploded so good, the spider titties came with us, apparently. Actually, I think that was the dead body that was out here, because we fought like 400 monsters outside the gate earlier. Put our torch away, and day we go. Some repairs. Breaking many hammers. Could get some more at some point. So let's go back into Anvil and tell them the good news that the gate has been closed. Although, once again, that gate has been dealt with. This one here. But there's one that is way closer to the castle. Like a stone's throw away from the castle. That you would think they would be equally concerned about. But I have a feeling that they're going to say, no, it's okay. You got the one we cared about. It's like, homies, there's one tickling your testicles just right outside the gate. So you should maybe consider. Like the castle gate, that is. Not the town gate. Maybe they figure the castle is like an easier thing to defend. Still, though, I don't know. Those monsters are scary. And of course, it is... What time is it right now in game? It is 3 a.m., so... The Count or Countess probably does not hold office hours right now, but we'll get ready for it, though. I just forgot where I'm going. Or how to get there, rather. Yeah, because it's kind of off the beaten path. Maybe they enjoy having their testicles tickled. I should hope that they would, actually. That they would enjoy the finer things in life. Now that we've finished the... I was just about to say I should probably save fairly soon. Although I think we would have had some autosaves. So I think we're safe. Yep, the game just crashed. We've had some autosaves, so we should be fine. In fact, it would have autosaved when we entered, I think, the city. So probably no harm, no foul. Let's relaunch. So we'll turn to this quest. Actually, now might be a good time for me to take a quick BRB. And get some tea ready. So I'll go ahead and start the game and load in and have some background noise. Yeah, it's just gonna load the autosave. But I'll probably take a BRB. No way! It didn't autosave this whole fucking time? No way. That's crazy. Wow. That's upsetting. That's really weird. I mean, I guess good thing I made some manual saves in here. Jesus, man. It's not that big of a deal, but we lost like, 15, 20 minutes from that. So, clearing... To be honest, to reflect on this, clearing the gate, the Oblivion Gate, closing at the gate, rather. Exiting out of the gate into the overworld. Exiting the overworld into a town, no autosaves happening. Yet the game autosaves all the time. Whoa, where did he go? Oh, he just fell at my feet. The game autosaves constantly when you're like just exploring within a town. Like, going inside and outside of interior cells, all that jazz. But none of this. No autosaves here, though. Ugh, that's frustrating. Yeah, it's shitty. I mean, this game is known to crash for no reason. So that, part of it is on me. I should have been manually saving more often. But I was thinking like, well, I mean, again, the autosave system is usually reasonable about throwing in some autosaves when you're going inside and outside exterior cells and interior cells a whole bunch. You'll usually get a few in there. It's one thing if you're like inside of a cavern and you go from like one floor of the cavern to the next floor of the cavern. Like if you go from one part of an interior area to the next part of an interior area, then you probably won't get the autosaves. But usually it's a little bit more generous. I'm getting my booty kicked, by the way. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he silenced me, too. To add insult to injury. And now I can get some heals on. Now it's less scary. Yeah, the glory of getting heals means I can keep myself alive. Ouch. Oh god, they're gonna push me off the edge, so I'm not careful. But like I said, I can't really be too mad because it is kind of my own fault. The responsibility is down to me, really, to manually save because we've been shown time and time again that we cannot trust the game. Look at this fucking pile of corpses that is just building up over here. I can't take everything with me as much as I enjoy taking everything that isn't nailed down in this game. Base Ring of Brawling. And a legit ruby. So, we're once again over encumbered, but the easy solution here. Easy salutation. The first thing I would like to drop, this guy. Elder Scrolls is what made you, yeah, like I said, it's a cautionary tale that I have been reminded of. We've all learned that lesson once, at least a few times while playing an Elder Scrolls game, or a Bethesda game, really. Fallout is the same way, as I recall. Although I've yet to play a Bethesda Fallout game, I've only played Interplay Fallout games, which is to say Fallout 1. Interplay would have done Fallout 1 and 2. I'll save again, you know, just on the topic, on the conversation topic. I'll be a good boy, a good hobbit boy. Where is he? Where's the son of a bitch? Actually, I can do this to show me. Same person as earlier, except can I then get the Sparta kick? Not literally a kick, but the knocking their ass down the pit. Not with these hits they're giving me. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, shucks, they moved too far. Yeah. Oh well. Not as satisfying. A lot of Daedric gear. Oh, right, I just determined that the hearts are not worth grabbing. I can't help myself. Bloop. I ripped out her heart, his or her heart, and then dropped it at their feet. In front of their face, at least. Ripped that shit out and just fucking threw it on the ground. Say, it's not even worth taking with me or eating, even. To gain their lack of courage. The 3D ones are awesome, and then the first two, yeah, a number of people that have watched me play this game have then said, like, Alex, you would really like New Vegas. Interestingly enough, it's odd that New Vegas specifically gets singled out, because I remember 3 was really popular too, but it seems like people really enjoy reflecting on New Vegas in particular. But 3 also, like, gets, you know, memorable recommendations. But then I mentioned, I want to play Fallout 2, and some of the old timers come out of lurking and they go, ooh, Fallout 2, Alex, please, you'll enjoy yourself, I promise. So yeah, Fallout 2 I think is something that'll be a good one. Also a newer Alembic. Just dropped. Oh, did I actually grab it? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Of course I don't have room for it, but I can drop the old one. Journeyman Expert. Yes, this is the nicer one. So, bloop, get that one out of here. Although I haven't made any potions in a while, have I? I have expert things. I just have 2 expert things and 2 journeyman things. Oh, right, still over encumbered, by the way. Easy solution. Bloop. There we go. I think we're all set. Extract the stone. We're all good. 2's the best, then 1, then 4. Interesting. And I've heard a lot of less than savory things about 4. Not that it's a bad game, but that people were hoping it was gonna, like, be the next leap forward that 3 New Vegas was. The spider boobs get... Oh my god, spider boobs got fucking stretched into infinity. That was awesome. I'd be tempted to reload that save just so I could see that again. I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna save right here. I want to see that one more time. I'm just gonna like sprint to the stone. I want to see the spider lady physics into like a Gary's Mod nightmare, because that was awesome as hell. Yeah, 2 is the best according to many, especially the people that like enjoyed the old ones, because I think there's a number of folks that only played 3 and New Vegas and 4, so they kind of missed out. They missed out on the old school stuff, or they're just maybe not a huge fan of that style of game, strategy, kind of turn-based stuffs. Over encumbered, he says, since I'm not keeping the save anyway. Bloop. So I need to stand back and watch. You see that shit? Yeah, it's like they get physicsed into Oblivion. They get all stretched out and weird looking. Well, that is very satisfying. And now her corpse is on fire. Hell yeah. As it should be. But yeah, on the topic of 4 though, yeah, I remember people said 4's an okay, it's like a good game, but I think maybe it was different expectations for different folks. And some people not necessarily liking the base building aspect and the settlement defense. New Vegas is a game, yeah. That's the thing. I've been surprised at how many people seem to really like New Vegas, because I remember hearing at the time exactly what you just said, Corey. I remember people saying like functionally it's very good, like it has some cool mechanics, has good action, but like 3 tells like a more interesting story. Oh, you think 3 has less than good story? Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe I'm getting my wires crossed then. We're crashing again? We did just save. We just saved. Okay, we didn't crash that time, but it thought about it. It wanted to crash. It really did. But Fallout, that's the thing. The 3D Fallout games kind of have that effect on people. They have a tendency to vary quite wildly from person to person about like which one they like the most, which one resonated from them. Because yeah, like the fact that some people really liked 4, really liked 3, really liked New Vegas, and they all like and dislike the various games for very different reasons. That's like really impressive to me. There's some of that within Elder Scrolls. You know, the continuum of complexity from Morrowind to Oblivion to Skyrim. It's kind of a spectrum of mainstream approachability and complexity and depth and like variety across all 3 games. You can usually kind of trace a more or less predictable pattern, like based on the kinds of games this person plays, they're more likely to like one game over the other. But yeah, it's like Fallout's kind of all over the place though. The story just yeah, that's what I've heard, is that 3's story is like really solid, like really cool. And of course 3 was the first 3D Fallout game, so for a while that was like, you know, the new hotness. Because Fallout 3, I guess, was the newest Fallout game since, Jesus, I don't know. The fucking something Brotherhood, or there was like some spin-off games. I think there was one that came out after 2, unless maybe thinking of Fallout Tactics. I can't remember, but like there's been a number of, you know, older games, but it had been a while before 3 came along. I don't know when her office hours are, so I'm just gonna do for another hour. I know it's not called office hours, but that's what they are to me, darn it. Here we go. I got good news, lady.
You sure gave those damn Daedra what for. It makes us all feel better to have someone like you around.
I slapped so many spider titties around you would have no idea.
I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison.
Good shit, lady. Good shit.
Don't worry. Anvil's soldiers are worth 2 from anywhere else. Bruma will not fall. You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people.
Different mixing in this line. It's a little bit louder.
At sunset, the sun and sea to the west.
It's like her mouth is closer to the microphone when she recorded that line compared to the previous one.
How did a dark elf become Count Shadenall? King Helsith and Baranzia have considerable influence, and Helsith and Indaris are cronies. Get it?
Oh, Dudu coming back around on the purple smell. Yeah, how does our character smell?
Farewell.
Yeah, I don't think grapes have a smell. I don't think. I mean, grape juice kind of has a scent. Wine kind of has a scent. Maybe we smell like a fine wine. Well, I don't know if we're very fine, but I mean, we are a sad little purple man, so maybe there's that. Sad little grapey purple man, lad. Man dude. Who's this guy?
What?
A stranger. The fuck are you? Whomst are you? Who's this fucking jabroni?
I don't have time to gossip about the guild right now.
A stranger. Just fucking chilling in this place.
The Gray Fox and I are closer than brothers. We share a desire to remain unknown.
Who is this motherfucker? And why is he just like chilling in the fucking castle like he just owns the place? What is this shit, man? That's a throwback, Corey. Fucking poople drink. There you go. We smell like poople. Grape cough syrup. Maybe we smell like lean.
I am the stranger. That is all you need to know. That, and I am no one to be trifled with.
No, you're incorrect. Your name is actually a stranger, not the stranger. Also, I think he's gonna sit on his hand and then give us a little just friends reach around.
Shadow hide you.
What do you think about this dude just chilling here? Isn't this weird? You're always on duty. You're just gonna let some fucking, I mean, not to out the lad, but he's clearly a Thieves Guild dude. Isn't this weird? Maybe I'm the only one bothered by this.
Please.
Go ahead, please.
For you,
He really likes us, although it's probably because we're a guild member. He says we're not to be trifled with, he says.
Shadow hide
I guess I won't fuck with him. I guess I'm not gonna trifle with him as much as I am curious about his story. That's quite the weapon you've got there, homie. He's equipped with something Daedric. That means he's like ready to fight. I think the way this game works and the way the level scaling works is that they don't give characters something like a really good weapon that like has scaled with your character unless they're expected to be in battle sometime soon. Like these guys just have the standard silver longsword, boring. But this motherfucker being level scaled into a Daedric fucking something or another. I can't tell if it's a dagger or a short sword. Probably a short sword. Can we talk? Can we talk about this, man? Your presence is unnerving.
the shadows well.
Yeah, I don't know what else can be done. He refuses to elaborate. Enters the Countess's chambers. Has an ominous presence. Announces he is not one to be trifled with. Refuses to elaborate. Refuses to leave. I'm worried I'm just gonna hear, like, cries of screaming as I leave. And he's just gonna fucking murder everybody. Autosaving. There it is. We just got the autosave.
What is it now?
What is it now? I don't know, man. Maybe we're just gonna see more of... Maybe we're gonna see more strangers in strange places. And... ominous things will be hanging over our heads. I really don't know. But what we do have, though, is... at least for Bruma, has made its next step. I think what we will probably do is we will go in on the Mages Guild thing, which is to say... Wait, hold on. Is this the Mages Guild? Oh, no, we did... Think about this. Yeah, this isn't Mages Guild. Which one was the Mages Guild, actually? Let me stop into the Mages Guild. They had us infiltrate. Something. Oh, wait, no, this was... Hold on. Oh, I remember now. So this one is not the Mages Guild, but this is something we can do now. In fact, we'll probably do this one next. The Mages Guild thing... is gonna be... When was it? Not Knife in the Dark. When the Vow Breaks. Not Unfinished Business. I didn't already do it, did I? This one, Unfinished Business. Here it is. No, fuck, where is it? There it is, Anvil Recommendation, yeah. I was expecting more words. I wasn't looking at the small journal entries. Yeah, this one. And that's the one we're gonna have to sleep in the inn, which means we will need to level up, etc., etc. So that one I'm not quite as keen to do, but we will do that after we resolve the situation at Fort Strand. In fact, I think I can just warp there, can't I? Because we traveled there. We were en route to the farmhouse, where the ladies promised us a delightful threesome that turned violent. It wasn't supposed to turn violent, but they tried to rob us. So that was That kind of soured the threesome when they said get naked and then also we're gonna steal everything. So that kind of put a dampener on the mood. But what does not put dampeners on moods is me saving the game, of course. We're about to enter this cool little fortress. This happy little fortress that I'm sure will have only friends awaiting us. Because, to review, what the hell are we here for? We are seeking an heirloom called Rock Shatter. It's a mace, I think, which is fine. We don't really do well with maces, so we don't have any desire to keep this weapon for ourselves. We were asked by Maeva the Buxom, a buxom lady, to find her husband, Bialfi, I think, or Bialfi. I think the B is like is not silent, but it's like really small, very subtle. The Contemptible, which is a great surname, or a great title, I suppose. That he has run off with a gang of marauders seeking fortunes, not knowing what the fuck he was getting himself into. So hopefully we won't have to murder him, but she made it clear her priority is first and foremost the family heirloom. The husband, we'll see. If we can reason with him, then maybe we'll try a little something, but no guarantees. So, in we go. Marauders, which we have not really dealt with in a while. Not in a while, because, you know, bandits and highwaymen, and obviously Daedra and all these other kinds of things, and factions and allegiances. But yeah, Marauders, not so much. It's been a minute. You go, trailer. Nice, man. Out of TGS. Oh, Tokyo Game Show. I didn't realize that was coming up so soon. No. Oh, I thought this person was gonna, like, be cool. Ow, you're the opposite of cool, lady. What the fuck? She, like, sauntered up so casually. I guess she just didn't see us. Didn't think our sneaking skill was that good. She was the opposite of cool. She was quite uncool. She's about to be quite dead. Quite unalive. Good thing, because I was stun locked. I couldn't do shit, but the fact that we have all this damage reflection meant that she was not long for this world. So she was just a marauder with orcish and ebony things. A claymore of shittering. No, it's not shittering, but that's where my brain goes. Oh, wow. Ours got big damaged. Big damaged. Can I repair that? When did that happen? I must have not repaired earlier. Or maybe that was before we saved. Got a full repair out of it, though. So now that it's fully repaired, our damage is going to be much better. And it is way better than the Claymore of Shittering. So we'll have to drop it. Disintegrate Weapon. That explains it. She hit us with that a couple times. Goddamn. And we know the heirloom that the husband lad made off with is called Rock Shatter. So they clearly like lots of shattering things about the weapons that they're marauding. But good to know that thieving works out pretty well. Apparently they didn't even detect our presence earlier. Now also, my tea is ready for teabag extraction. Also, I meant to check this. It's a transcendent orb. Absorb intelligence. Okay, so they all say transcendent. Oh, I thought they had like different. Yeah, well, some of them had different labels. Latent. Absorb intelligence, fortify intelligence. That one's probably good to put on armor, so you get like the fortify. But the weapon thing I wouldn't really care too much about. The thing about a lot of the armor enchantments is that the armor enchantments are constant effects, which are really nice. The weapon ones you have to recharge, and that costs money. So that's like less enticing to me. I feel like I would a lot of times just lean towards just give me the armor enchantments. Or not even armor, but like armor and what's the word I'm looking for? Jewelry enchantments. So you just get a constant enchantment that just stays with you for free. No recharges, no bullshit. I feel like in Morrowind, you went a long time before you found constant effective gear. A lot of times it would just be magic use gear, which were nice too. It was like, you know, just reusable potions practically. I don't think I've seen any of that in this game. We haven't seen like any magic use items. So we just get potions, really just potions and scrolls. That's pretty much it. And as always, I pour a little bit of tap water. Encourage it to be not quite as hot. So yeah, so I think it was either this one, the Fortify Fatigue, or the Fortify Intelligence, because neither one are particularly exciting, unfortunately. They're not horrible, they're just okay. Still can't believe that one lady just walked upon us and somehow didn't see us even though she was staring right at us. I wonder if lighting... I'm guessing the answer is no. I'm guessing lighting does not factor into AI observation calculations. It's not Thief. The game, Thief, which did an extremely good job of using all kinds of factors to consider whether or not you were detected. That game was so ahead of its time. Thief 1 and 2. So in this game, whoa, does not appear to be the case. I hit a tripwire? No, I think there was just either it was just gonna go off, or it was a panel that I stepped on. My sneak skill increased. Hell yeah, it did. I'm going for the sneak attack. Now there's multiple homies. This might go poorly for people named Alex. Or I could try to steal their potions. All three of them. And I made off with it, and I get the sneak attack. Hell yeah. Steal their potions and slap their titties. Consensually. It's important. Oh, we got 2 ranged motherfuckers. Is that how it's gonna be? 2 ranged jokesters. Oh, never mind. He's going in for the melee. He said no more ranges. No more ranger, only danger, he says. You think you're so cool with your Daedric armor? Oh! Incredible. He ran at this thing with such high velocity, he like snapped his own neck on this shit. Brutal. What an awful way to go. Just and just get fucking clocked. I think what happened is that, like, let's look at, since that was a high elf, they're pretty tall. What probably happened is that he was like running. You can get like the third person view here. Get you the breakdown. Don't mind the fucking pincushion arrows that are stuck into my, all around my body. There, I've extracted them. So here's the breakdown of what happened here. So he was like running, and he like hit right here, but again, it's a high elf, so his head is like way higher up. So I think what happened is that as you're going up the stairs, you're going forward, but you're also going upwards. So I think what happened is that his head hit this at like a diagonal angle, and you know how sometimes if you're playing basketball, which I don't do very often as a 5'3" dude who is in his mid-30s, but when you're playing basketball and the ball comes up and catches your thumb and kind of jams your thumb upwards and it hurts like a bitch and it's really uncomfortable. It's like that happened to him, but it was a log against his neck. So it like compacted his vertebrae in and snapped his shit a twain. And that's what got his ass. And his Daedric dagger, which I will liberate from him. For all the monies. That was the John Madden kind of breakdown of how this man's fucking body broke down, apparently. Spine breakdown. Excuse me. What else we got? Iron Cuirass. Psh, lame. Excuse me. Don't mind me. How'd this man die? Well, next to his hand were 5 hearts for some reason, so... Getting into some weird shit, apparently. Good shit indeed. And right here to the Great Dome. No Thunderdome, but I guess it'll do. Glass arrows, iron arrows, and ebony bow. I never to see them having ebony gear. I think they'd be that ebony and glass would start to get phased out. You see more Daedric, but not yet. I guess like when you get max level, that's when you'll just see NPCs with just full Daedric gear and nothing else. So it's only a matter of time, most likely. Bloop. Just every time I pick up a new thing, I have to leave a heart in my wake. That's my It's my, like, calling card that I've struck. I'm literally, bleeding hearts, right? Or I'm like littering hearts at my footsteps. I've got a breadcrumb trail of disembodied organs. And a rat. An honest to goodness rat. We don't see too many of these. Can I pickpocket the mud crab? I cannot. I can do a sneak attack. That's a good strat though, pickpocket and then murder, because then you get extra, I think, at least experience for the sneak skill. If you can pull off both. So that's a big if. And it also it prevented him from using his healing potions. So joke's on his ass. Unless he was storing the potions inside of his ass, but I don't think that was the case. I think we're in the clear there. So this is a dead end of sorts. We got a couple containers full of nice things, trinkets and such. There's no entryway up that way. Now, this door here takes us to a new instance. Yeah, there's one other... Ooh, it's something else here. Alright, so let's go check that out first, then. Let's look at that. I can run into this thing all I want and take no damage, but that, again, it's the high elf with his added height. It's that poor man's neck. Snapping like a twig. Oh, I just ran into your face, didn't I? He, like, swung too early. Like, dude, you got too excited prematurely. He's fast, though. I'll give him that. Ouch. I went to block. Bonk. Glass Claymore looks so cool. I just love how the glass stuff looks in every Elder Scrolls game. This one including. Bear Hammer and Daedric. Old wooden door. Another entryway. Either it was already broken and they've moved in, or they've been, like, mining this shit themselves. Well, regardless, it's a nice place for them to store their stuff. They're 45 gold. And I did check this one, right? Yep. Ratto. Be really cool if I could somehow get the rat to step on this spiky ball trap. But let's do it the old-fashioned way. Hold on. What's that gonna activate? Oh, this one here. Okay. One thing just occurred to me. There's a thing I can do, can't I? If I crouch, then... Yeah, obviously I can backflip, can't I? Yeah. And I can roll. I was just thinking, like, about, like, rolling through these traps. But I never do these things. I never block, and I never need to, like, quickly... Maybe I should. Maybe I should be, like, utilizing these skills more often. If I need to quickly, like, get around... like, another side of somebody. Maybe that would actually be very dashing. It's just never really come up. I usually, like, let them come to me. Or I'm throwing spells at them. Very rarely am I blocking and needing to get around them. Although, when in those narrow hallways, I actually bet that could be useful. A little tumble like that could go a long way. Forgot all about that shit, honestly. Oh, your great-grandmother is... Grandma is Barry Johnson? That's interesting. Is it, like, somewhat nearby where you are? Where you could visit? This might be kind of nice. Also, I'm being so sneaky, nobody heard that gate open. Or heard their friends getting murdered earlier. Florida? I gotcha, yeah. Depending on where you are on the East Coast, that could be a bit of a journey. I mean, Florida is East Coast, but, you know, not... Well, it's pretty far south. Got a new little spot down there. Another Great Dome entrance. We've heard all about this Great Dome. I bet it's mediocre at best. A big old hole in which to drop. This is kind of precarious, isn't it? This seems like the kind of thing that breaks the second you step on the middle. They got mountain lion, or no, wolves. Wolves down there. I'm gonna assume that there's other ways to get down there without taking a bunch of fall damage. This cavern, this like part of the cavern in particular reminds me of some shit you see in Morrowind. This is actually kind of refreshing to see, something different. Like something unique that feels quite different from the usual fortress and cave configuration. That's nice to see. This probably does lead down, doesn't it? So if we did fall down, we could just climb this path. More torches? Yes, please. I can always use more to replenish my supplies. This goes a lot deeper than I thought it would, that's what she said. This is... But yeah, if this is just going down and down, though, then we've seen where it's going to end up. So then it's less surprising. Yep, that's the area above us. So it's a wolf. Just the one? With sneakies. Oh, he saw me. Okay, whatever. Or a dog. It's actually technically a dog, yeah, but more resembling of a wolf. I mean, the wolf dog creature is not really that much of a threat down here. The fall damage is more what gets you. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. But yeah, this kind of stuff right here, I actually like seeing this in a dungeon like this, because yes, this is much more reminiscent of the old school stuff. With its precariousness. Let's go back up. Great Dome is all that remains. It's the last bit in all this. I bet that's where we'll find our answers. My torch. Well, thankfully, I'm not exactly running low. We only have... How many do we only have? I only have 134 torches left for us. What is our armorer skill, for that matter? I've been investing as much as I can whenever I have the opportunity. Also, literally all of our shit got damaged. I need to deal with that. Armorer 45. That's actually not bad. We're getting pretty close to the medium. To a journeyman, which I think... Hold on. Is journeyman what we need? To be able to repair magic things? It is. Actually, we're decently close, which is nice to see. That's really nice news. Unexpected but welcome news. We'll soon be able to repair our own gear. That'll be so nice. Such a welcome change that will be. But there was something that just caught my eye just now. Oh yes, this whole situation. Agility, speed, and personality. I have at least 2 of those 3 for restoration spells. No personality though. You have to find these spells from different people. Speed and agility. My face is damaged more so than it already is. More so than the usual damage. Oh, I need another casting of the speed. Speed restoration. Good now, fam? We Gucci. Just personality. I think it's at 30 normally, so it's not that much lowered. And of course, there's 2 entrances to the Great Dome. But I have a feeling this is probably the intended entrance. What was that? Enhance. Enhance the audio. Wish to hear them talk shit before they get hit. I can't make heads or tails of what they're saying. What do marauders talk about? Marauding? Hello. If it's normal conversations for people that will murder anybody they see on sight.
More fighting for the Nords? This is sad news. Goodbye. Take care.
Ooh, they both have their backs turned to me. The fools. Oh! Did he not see me? He somehow didn't see me. What a fucking nerd. What a fucking buffoon. I want to go for a pickpocket followed by a sneak attack. That'd make me feel like such a pro gamer. That's my chance. Oh, heck, this fucking guy. Dang it, I thought I had it. I was gonna sneak attack and then steal their shit. I was gonna be so cool. Everyone would have said I do the best backflips. And they'd be correct. Now, somehow, I only incurred the wrath of 2 of them. You'd think I would draw aggro from everybody in the world. Ouch. I'm doing a great job of damaging each of them equally and not focusing on any one person. Ouch. That's okay, because he just murdered himself with reflection damage. I got all up in my fucking nuts, didn't he? Holy shit, he was like staring my ass down. Do you have the thing that I seek? Oh, that was the lad. Not just any old lad, but the lad. Where'd your weapon go? Yeah, she was like, the husband, that part's so-so, but the weapon, please, for the love of fuck, give me the weapon. Here it is. Rock shitter. Found it. I wonder if it's possible for me to have, like, thieved it from him, stolen it from him, although stealing a weapon from a person is, I don't even know if that's possible in this game. Although there are ways to disarm somebody. It is possible to disarm someone, and if you disarm them successfully, then yeah, you can just run away. You don't have to resolve with conflict. Or you could charm them, I guess? Charm spell, or a calm spell, I suppose. So maybe there'd be other options, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna get your hands dirty. What'd you have? Longsword of Winter. And Boots of the Savannah. Fortify Athletics. Wow, very valuable. What boots exactly? Oh, they're ebony, I think. Yeah, they're ebony for sure. Bling, bling, bling. Oh yeah, that's ours already do better armor anyway, so there's really not much benefit to this, sadly. I'm sure they look cool. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to, the mouse wheel wasn't working. They look pretty cool, but less armor. The Fortify Athletics thing is nice, but it's not like we don't really care about athletics too much, honestly. It's nice, but it's a nice to have and not at all a thing that helps us in any significant way. Dropping the boots on his face. So this long sword of winter. We got rock shitter. That's an alright weapon. Frost damage. Yeah, that's just okay. I think there was a third dude. I think a third human male person, I think. A gentleman of sorts. Yeah, there's still one more baddie who somehow did not hear the brouhaha that just occurred. Oh, very hard, right? Cannot cast that one away. I think that requires a master master level alteration to be able to cast the very hard unlock spell. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, well, maybe eventually, but not anytime soon for sure. Level 90 Wizard, what's up, buddy? We're just hearing odd, like out of place elite noises in the background. I have some friends who've been playing lots of Halo lately. Halo, the collection, the Master Chief collection that's on Steam. Like just setting up multiplayer lobbies, that kind of thing. And CD actually is one of these people that been doing this. Like she'll be streaming them from time to time. I've considered joining in on her games because they do look fun. But yeah, it's I haven't actually played the custom edition, the Master Chief collection edition of the game yet. I've only played custom edition and the original version of Halo 1, at least on my own. I've like played the other Halo games in people's houses, you know, friends' houses, doing multiplayer matches, but never like legit played a bunch of the games at least, except for the original. So like that'll be a fun thing to get into at some point. And then another ratto. He's not going to turn around right as I sneak upon his little rat booty. His ratty ass. A lot of bugs, but it's still solid. Capturing the old feel. You mean like for the original Halo games? Because yeah, since I've only played the original, like the original, I'm pretty out of the loop. But the Master Chief collection seems like a nice, convenient package to pretty much get caught up on the games, honestly. On a bunch of them. This looks impressive. This motherfucker has no clue. Clueless. Marauder Archer. I will steal your dagger. Okay, well he noticed me. He noticed that. Or maybe I didn't successfully thief it. Oh, I didn't successfully thief it because he's got it in his hot little hands right there. Didn't do him much good, obviously. The old custom games, that's right, yeah. That's the thing too, like you can set up like custom lobbies and there's like the level maker, level crafter thingamajig that you have access to in games. So people have made some pretty cool custom levels, which is nice. So it's kind of neat though. It's kind of neat you have all these fun options available to you. So it's there. Oh, whoa. Well, I was about to say, is there anything beyond there? And we can obviously make that jump, no problem. There's no baddies in the immediate vicinity. Oh, I didn't fucking make the jump, I guess. I must have missed the little lip. One of those, like, you miss, like, the one step and you're in midair for a split second. I must have just missed that little spot. Now I'm down here like a jack-off. Some engineer just got fight. Yeah, for that shoddy bridge craftsmanship. Although this bridge might be thousands of years old, so I guess they can be forgiven this one time. Begrudgingly, I'll forgive them, but I won't be happy about it. Oh, I must have missed this doorway, because we went this way. What quest is this? This is within Fort Strand? Fort Strand, or Strand, maybe. Where we are Actually, we just claimed Rock Splitter, which is a nice and classy lady named Maeva. Maeva the Buxom. A buxom broad, as it were. She had asked us to track down her husband, her good-for-nothing husband, as she called him, because he had made off with her family heirloom and joined a marauder clan and seeked wealth and riches by, you know, trying to cause murder and unpleasant things. I was gonna say, that's gonna break. I knew it, so it was gonna fucking break. Oh, good thing, too, because I set those off unknowingly. So we found him, and he attacked us on sight, and we killed him, so now we have the mace. So we're gonna bring Rock Splitter back to her. Or Rock Shatter back to her. Back to the buxom lady. And we're clearing the rest of the dungeon now, kind of while we're at it. But it's just outside of Anvil, or at least the... Well, yeah, both this location and the woman who gave the quest are both just outside of Anvil. That's where we beat. But in fact, that's gonna be... back to the main area. Okay, so was there anything I missed within this part of the dungeon? There's one last little avenue to explore. Oh, right. We already had those get set off, so it's fine. These can't hurt me anymore. This might be it. Looks pretty it to me. Alright, well, that indeed is all Fort Strand has to offer us. We killed everybody, we looted all the things, and we have the most important goal that we were seeking. The weapon for the quest. And now we're all good. Let's get the fuck out of here. And run into this log trap and take somehow no damage from it. So all these dead bodies litter the floor. And we were responsible for all of them. I'm so excited. In fact, what I might even do after we turn this quest in is I might very briefly hop over to the Imperial City so that we can, because I know one very reliable person who can train us in armorer rather, have them get us up to level 50, achieve journeyman status, and then we're just all set. Surprised I didn't kill, actually. Usually one Daedric Claymore is good enough for just about any base level animal. Full damage. Oh. Ooh. Hurts so good. This one's gonna hurt more. Our healing is so good now that we have access to the better healing spells. Finally, after all this time. Yeah, she's probably not awake at this hour. Oh, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. She is awake. What time is it? Lady, it's almost midnight. What the hell? You're up past your bedtime.
Found Rock Shatter yet by chance?
I sure did.
I'd already convinced myself I'd never see Rock Shatter again, but I was wrong. What's become of Yalfi?
Yalfi.
He was a good man when I married him, but greed took a hold of his heart. While I'm not happy he's dead, I'm glad he's at peace. Well, I'm just glad that it's all over and Rock Shatter is back where it belongs, in my family. I feel I owe you something for your efforts. Yes. I feel it only appropriate that you have my dowry. I would consider it an honor.
Does that mean she's coming on to us? Her dowry? That's like... Isn't a dowry, isn't that like what happens when like the like when a couple is wed, that's like the money that is given to the couple? Like, lady, I don't want to give you the wrong ideas here.
You're the one they call the hero of Kavach.
And the way that she performed that dialogue where she was like, you know, I'm not happy that he's dead, leads me to believe that there probably was a way then to make off with Rock Shatter and maybe even like convince the dude to not be a shitter. But it would probably be a matter of using a calm spell to calm his titties down and then, you know, try to engage some kind of dialogue with him.
May the goddess watch.
Anyway, I'm just gonna bring my book back up. But look at that, she's got the weapon equipped. So Rock Shatter is on her person. Is it sleepy times? Anyway, I'm just gonna go to sleep while you're in my house, you fucking weirdo. I'm just gonna sleep in my clothes. Alright, I will take that as my cue to leave. Yeah, I bet there probably was a way. Or like I said, if you could have disarmed him. Because there's a few tricks where you can disarm somebody. Because it's happened to us. We've been disarmed before. But the thing is, they would stay aggro against you. And they would chase you after a certain point, so... Yeah, I'm not sure... Yeah, you'd have to use some kind of calm spell, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see a lot of, like, easy ways out of that situation. What I do see is, like I said, I'm going to take a quick trip over to Imperial City. I think it's the Market District in particular. It's an armorer person I like to visit from time to time, who I think trains an armorer, if I recall correctly.
A pity, sir, I've got nothing to eat.
Need a coin?
I can eat for the day.
For an entire day.
Blessings of Stendar upon you.
So, armorer person, I think it's going to be this one. A fighting chance. It is too early. 2 hours. 2 hours is probably plenty. Business hours. Business hours are open. Hopefully. Yes.
Welcome to a fighting chance.
Advanced training and armor, that is what I seek.
Show you. Let's get to
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the big one. Bam! Look at that. You can repair enchanted things now. Holy moly, it's a goddamn miracle. So now I don't have to be at the beck and call of armorers to repair my shit. I can repair my own shit like a boss. Look at that. I'm so cool and I only burned a single hammer. I feel like such a gamer. God actual damn it. I feel like the biggest, dickest man in all the world.
What can I interest you in?
So, would she be willing to buy? She would. Buy this dagger. Shitty old staff.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Thank you.
It's because those were kind of in our inventory for a while. That is very good, though. That's very, very nice to see. Just while I'm actually around here, are there any quests that I need to do here? Actually, yeah, does this guy have anything?
Legion is at your disposal, citizen. Emperors have been assassinated before.
Nothing new, apparently. Nothing new in these happenings. I don't think I have anything to provide, necessarily. Requests or anything in this area. Oh, is my favorite... Hold on, I gotta see if my favorite NPC is stationed outside of my favorite permanently locked business due to some weird glitchy bullshit. He sure is. He sure is. This is a glitch that will follow me to the grave, it seems. This guy's locked here forever, and this place is closed forever. Ridiculous, but what can you fucking do, right? I think we already looked at the spell list. We didn't see anything that we necessarily would need or even want.
I imagine it must be good.
I will
So long.
think about this. I think I need to go to the Merchant's Inn, because yeah, there's this one guy who buys things from me at a pretty gosh darn good rate. It's gonna be this fella right here.
I offer the finest goods and
He's got the deepest pockets. 2,000 is as good as it's gonna get, it seems. So hand to hand, no thank you, don't need that. Check, so that one. I don't think I have anything stolen right now that I need to sell, so I don't think I need to go to a fence for anything, probably. Just fire, chameleon, just all this stuff. Resist poison outside. Yeah, we can get rid of this one. Don't need that one. Fire shield. Nah. Only 13% is not much, obviously. That's all good. And then we had gotten some potions that I don't need, such as this one, for instance. Don't need that one. Restore luck. My luck has not been made sad yet, to my knowledge. Healing, that's actually not really a very good healing potion. Fortify, I don't like fortify healing potions because it's easy to forget about them, and then when it wears off, you're suddenly really vulnerable, which you don't want. Get the resist or the restore magic potions. Magic, that's fine. Shield potions are good. Those out of here. Keep that for now. I don't know. I'm tempted to get rid of them, but I'll keep them for now. They could be good for a really scary rainy day
You got a great
with
deal.
scary spellcasters or something. Invisibility, light, no thank you. That. And then yeah, I'll sell a bunch of these things.
That's a
Could use them to make potions, but I don't know if we really need it. If we need it at this point, we pretty much have what we need. When it comes to, I'll sell all, but I'll just sell half, or that's less than half. One more.
You drive a hard bargain.
Like, we've got all the benefits out of alchemy that I think I would ever seek, just because we know what each thing does. It's pretty much all I would have ever cared about for alchemy. So, I mean, getting it to master level, I'm sure is nice, but I don't know if the benefit is that necessary since we don't really make potions nowadays anyway. Or haven't in quite some time. Image strength, get that out of here. Dire wound, no thank you. Command creature, enthralling. Night eye, no thank you. I think I should. I sometimes forget which, like, we have a number of scrolls and papers and just trinkets that we've acquired from quests along the way, and I sometimes forget which ones we don't need anymore and which ones we do need. So I'm hesitant to get rid of any of them. But it ends up meaning that I just have this bloated inventory full of papers and letters and crumpled notes that are, you know, not really relevant anymore. This one's kind of, it actually sounds nice. 30 damage for 2 seconds, 15 feet. It's not bad, but not really worth it for a scroll, I don't think. Detect life, no thank you. Soul trap, yes, we'll keep that. Telekinesis, sure. Skeletal Heroes, Headless Zombie. 25 seconds. That's not a long time, honestly. I think I'll sell that one. 45 seconds on touch, or damage on touch. Nah, it's not very good. Get rid of all these. Get rid of these guys. Bam and bam.
That's a
That. Here's a ruby for good measure. Alright, we've offloaded as many things as we could. We sold a bunch of shit, made a bunch of monies.
You're the one they call the hero of Kvatch.
Hero of Kvatch.
Goodbye.
Alright, so all set there. And now I will think about this. I think we were gonna do this one. And the Brina Cross, and this one's for the Mage's Guild. This one requires us to stay in the guild overnight, or in the inn overnight, which means we will sleep and level up, which is fine. I kind of wanted to wait for the opportunity to present itself. So this lady,
Hello, stranger. What can I do for you? Cariel has sent you.
or the Mage's Guild quest line.
With Christoph. Rent a room for the night. Once you have your room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you are a traveling merchant, nothing more. Do not say otherwise.
Nothing more
to
and nothing
anyone.
less.
No, friend. I'm afraid I don't know the way to Shaden Hall. But good luck in your travels.
I like
Please
this.
excuse me.
I like her delivery. Very hushed and quieted, and then when she's trying to be, you know, act natural. Yes, no, this is just a normal merchant. Nothing suspicious here. Everybody calm down and stay chill. So it's nice and very obvious and very natural.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night?
Hello, yes, it is I, John Q. Merchant, and I wish to have a bed for the
Let me
night.
guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
Yes, I'm a successful businessman merchant.
Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders.
You know,
I don't like
just
to talk
minor
about
issue.
it much, as it's bad for business.
Blood-curdling
At any
screams,
rate, would you care for a bed for the
excessive involuntary lactation. It happens, honestly. I'll take
night?
it.
Right then. The bed
Not
is
the
just
involuntary
upstairs
lactation,
at
I'll take the
back of
bed.
inn. Sleep well.
Hold the lactation, please.
I hope it's comfortable enough for you.
It'll be great. I have full confidence.
We should speak in your room where it is private, not here.
You got it, lady.
And oh, don't let me bother you. You just stay safe on the road.
I'm sure this person is not going to end up being suspicious at all.
What's the latest?
What's the latest? Spill the dish. Spill the dish? That people don't say it. Just spill the ish.
If it's a room you're after, speak with Kristoff.
And she has no other conversation topics. Kiara, she seems alright. This other lady, though, this, like, overly polite lady who's like, oh, you're a merchant. Oh, I'm gonna make note of that and not be suspicious at all. Kinda sus, if you ask me.
It's you. Hi.
Now, am I to sleep in the bed right now? Or am I to, like... wait in my room for her and then spend the night sleeping in the end? Yeah, so I think we need to talk to her first.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
She got ensnared in conversation. Here she comes. A Goyle is coming into our room. I hope she doesn't have cooties. Although I think if there's anybody who has cooties, it's probably us. The person with the very bloated and purple fucking swollen face.
All right, it should be safe to speak here. Once you've rested here, you need to continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight, along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you.
So we're gonna be the lure,
Should
the
you be
bait.
confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible. Once the mage has revealed himself, we will stay
Or herself.
and settle a matter quickly. Now get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
Alright, you got it, lady. Time for sleepy times. There we go. So we'll just sleep till morning. So we'll be like on theme here. So we'll say maybe 6 a.m. thereabouts. So we're gonna be the bait for this trap, trying to ensnare this rogue mage that's causing a ruckus. We leveled. Look at that. Intelligence. Wow. Personality got fucking thick. But, I mean, do I care about personality? Because we have such deep pockets and we've pretty much figured out how the speechcraft system works. So, 35 personality is quite the opportunity, but I think I'm actually going to put it on agility. I think agility... I mean, I'm getting fucking bamboozled by melee so often, so I think agility is a good thing to spec into next when given the opportunity. Personality plus 5. We must have, like, when that level was queued up, we must have been doing a fuck ton of speech crafting like a boss. Level 23. To follow the gold road towards Kvatch. Which is where we're a hero, of course. The hero of Kvatch. As everybody who knows us for our deedly doodly deeds. Also, look who is not here. Actually, nobody's here. Maybe because it's too early in the morning. Are these our homies? I think these are our homies who are just gonna be, you know, just chilling. Hello, people that I definitely don't know and definitely didn't speak to last. She's got like shiny armor, but very, very, very pale skin. That's how I would look. I would stand out very, very obviously. Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to Kvatch. We're just gonna follow this road. Make sure I'm going the right way, though. Yep.
Hi there. Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Have you heard of the Blackwood
That was so
Company?
awkward, man.
Read all about them.
She just rode up and sprinted, and then, like, without moving her head, was like, hello there, and then just continued on. Now, she did give us something. It's the courier giving the news. It was something about fighters. Fighters Guild, I think. A new guild for fighters. The Blackwood Company, right, which we have heard about. Yeah, we were warned that this would start to be a thing. As we do more Fighters Guild quests, this will become... They will make themselves known. Almost like some Kamanatong or Moragtong from Morrowind. Like the fact that fighters go at certain jobs they wouldn't take, but Kamanatong and Moragtong were like, hey man, we'll do anything, and we mean anything. Let's kill the couriers. I would assume that would be a crime. I'm guessing. But maybe that's the fun. That's where the fun begins. Reckless and indiscriminate. Needless damage to persons and property. Nobody else want to go on record for it. Yes, how suspicious. Okay. Don't me. I'm just gonna be walking with my sword drawn. Not suspicious at all, I promise. This is definitely how a merchant travels, with a giant fucking claymore and a sad purple face. This is very natural. Oh, look at that! A freaking Legion officer took down a motherfucking Atronach by himself, which is impressive.
Your journey ends here, traveler.
I'm shocked that she's a villain.
I'll be taking whatever you're carrying, after you're dead, of course. I do hope it's more than the last few.
Like how she's doing this when there's an Imperial officer, Legion person 4 feet in front of us. Oh, did the game crash? No, it did not, but it sure wanted to. I might not even get a chance to fight her. Oh, look at this. We're all fucking... Like, they didn't really get a chance to reach her, but there was myself and then my 2 battle mage homies and the Legion officer. All of us were gonna swarm her ass. So yeah, she was not gonna... This is not gonna go well for her. I don't know what she had in mind. I heard some snarling noises, but there's like... Was there a bear? Oh, well, there are these assholes. Actually, while you guys are here, don't help me fight this guy? If you feel up for a battle. Actually, yeah, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing, baby. You and me, together. Bros before demons. I hope this guy can, like, carry himself well in battle, because these guys are scary, and these Legion lads are pretty hefty lads, but... Whoa, don't get in front of me like that, dude. That's a great way for me to get a bounty. Wasn't so bad. The worst part was when that guy jumped in front of my ass. Can we fight more things? It's kind of nice having some homies. We never get homies. I should maybe look to heal him, but... Ouch. But I'm soaking up most of the aggro, it seems. I know he said pathetic worm, but my brain parsed that as you fucking worm. And I was like, yo, this guy's throwing down. I like it. Getting pissed. And he's also getting very injured. I have a better healing other spell. Greater Convalescence. So I have the greatest Convalescence. Then a greaterest Convalescence. Enemies explode. That's the healing spell. Just explode their health away. Rather, explode their injuries away. Cauterize their wounds. They get sealed forever. Forever and ever. Superior. Which I can cast. Good news. Make this easier. For all of us. It's kind of expensive. Boop. Little love tap. Nothing else to fight, sadly. Yeah, it's nice having a wrecking crew. When you're doing it all solo, it's kind of lame, but you got some bros, or even brodettes, it's kind of cool.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue.
Roliand. That's a cool name.
Not only has necromancy been banned from practice in...
Yes, necromancy. We've heard that 1,000 times over. Where's the lady with the cool armor that was very shiny? Oh, his horse got. Oh, that's what happened. Wait, no, his horse is alive. Well, hold on. There's a health bar. Oh, it was your health bar. Oh, his horse is very dead. Never mind. So we'll say superior convalescence. That's the good shit. Was there 2 Storm Atronachs? Nah, it's just 1. And I didn't even bother to see what she had. Healing potions, several, and a key. Oh, she probably had some shit then in the room in which she was staying. Interesting how, yeah, one dude stayed behind, but the other lady, maybe she went back to the inn. Because our next venture would be to go back to the Mage's Guild and claim our reward. Or maybe not claim the reward, but say that we did what needed to be done. I'm going to go to back to the inn to see if that lady's back there. See if she has anything else to talk about, and to also see if there's any spoils for us back in that person's room. But she still got the hood on. That's kind of cool.
There. You've done well. The gold road
looks a little weird with
should be
nothing
little
attached to it, like
safer
just a loose hood.
You should return to Anvil and let Carahil know the work is complete. We'll remain here and clean things up.
Including dead bodies, apparently.
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly...
Always necromancy. Mages love to talk about necromancy. Oblivion NPC moment happening upstairs. Having a normal one. Is this where the lady stayed, rather? Nothing obvious. Ah, here it is. So what did she have on her person, I wonder? Or had she stolen, rather? She said she was hoping that whatever we had to steal was more than the last chumps that she had made off with. Needs a key. I have a key. 23 gold. Ah, somebody needs to be something. What? That was a bounty? Are you shitting me? That's absurd. I had a key and everything, homie. And also, how'd they even see me? The door's closed. Shit. Whatever, man. I'm not that bothered.
Somebody help! Come quickly! Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn.
Somebody help! Oh god, he's robbing us! Hello, I'm here to offer services.
Hello there. You've done well. You should...
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about what transpired just now. Oh, maybe this fucking dude who's stuck in the wall saw me somehow. Maybe his stuck in the wall superpowers allowed him to see through forbidden dimensions. Well, the good news is that we can, you know, wipe that bounty away easily peasily. Except I think they said we don't go to the guy in the Imperial City anymore. Who's our new head honcho? I think he's in or is he in Bravil? He's in Bravil, I think. Yes. We need to go to him to wipe our dirtiness clean. Our soiled what's another way I can say it? Soul, I don't know. We just soiled ourselves. That's all it is. We need to go to this. Oh, crash. Yep. That's okay. We got an autosave right as we fast traveled, so we should be fine. Just a little crash. A little crashing as a treat. Means I get to do a cough drop. When it crashes, then the cough drop will be splashes? I mean, it's a drop of, you know, menthol cough syrup stuff, so, well, it's not really cough syrup, but you know what I mean. Why do they call them cough drops? Doesn't matter. I mean, it's like a little nugget of throat relief, but maybe it's dropping your discomfort. A lot of crashes tonight. That was crash number 2 or 3? I think number 2. Right, fast travel. Oh yeah, I want to say it's Bravil. The person that is our fixer for Thieves Guild things, and the person who can fix my little legal issue right now. What? What? Why are you crashing now? Game? Hmm?